let's get started. So welcome all. For starters, I am streaming tonight, and I'm also recording the session. I'll upload the session to YouTube. I haven't really been editing the videos, but I might start editing some of them just to cut out like maybe the starting and the ending, but probably not any content in between. So last session, it was a success. You had all rescued Floon, finally, from the clutches of the Xanathar Guild. You went down to the sewers and brung him up. Volo was overjoyed, and when it came time to give you your reward, however, he broke the news to you all that he did not in fact have enough dragons to pay you all out. Instead, he offered you the title deed to a manor in Trollskull Alley, right next door to the small shop that you'd all collectively purchased. The manor is 4 stories tall, including a turret. It looks abandoned, and you've also learned that it's haunted. A manor map now, so you can see the blueprint of it. Also, Volo has promised you all he's promised you all a tour of Trollskull Alley and some of the surrounding businesses. In fact, Trollskull Manor used to be a tavern in itself, but that was a long time ago, and you can tell it's in disrepair. It's trashed. There's a poltergeist that is communicating with you all by using chalk to scratch onto the ground, and he doesn't seem to want you here. But when you guys started speaking about restoring the place, the poltergeist took a little bit of a liking to that notion and remained calm, but disappeared.
Okay.
So, have you guys decided if you want to go ahead and sign your names onto the deed of this?
I definitely did.
Roland is all for it.
Okay, so all you have to do is accompany Volo down to the courthouse. Volo is waiting out the front. Him and Floon, both of them are kind of spooked, and they don't even want to be in the place. Volo turns to you all as you start to exit out of the manor. He throws his hands up in rejoice. It's sort of late in the afternoon, however the weather is just pleasant. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's a beautiful spring day. Ah! So how did you find us then? Was everything in order? That's an added feature, you know, how the furnishings, they move by themselves, and, you know, I'm giving you a bargain.
Well, it's more like we're taking troubles and property off your hands, but I do say that the charm of the place is definitely rubbing.
Ah, then, so be it. We shall head over to the courthouse at once. And
Okay. Would you care to give us a little bit of a tour along the way?
oh, well, I could certainly give you a tour now if you want. But I will warn you, we must get there before evening. The particular magister that's going to sign over the deed for you, I know that she can be a little bit short-tempered. I don't have the faintest clue why, though.
Well, then, by all means, lead the way and we can do a tour another time.
Well, we could certainly do the tour on the evening. Why? It is the best time of day to do a tour. It's not too busy, and you get to see the beautiful sunset rain down their shining rays upon the North Ward. Ah, what a time to be alive!
What do you say, my compatriots? Where?
Yep, lead on. Let's do the tour at night.
Yeah, night tour.
Excellent. So, who's paying for the dray then?
How much money do I have? Roland just says, I'll pay.
Ah, excellent. I knew you had it in you. That's so kind of you. And a dray is coming by. A dray is like gonna fit all of you.
Bus?
It's like a double-decked
That's right,
large
yeah.
wagon. It could fit about 30 people in it.
The
Volo
old bus.
waves one down, and it doesn't really come to a complete stop. It just slows down as you guys are waiting on the corner. You see people and young children looking through the glass sides of the dray. And you all jump on, and Volo doesn't hand any money to the money taker. He counts heads. 6, 8, 10, 12. Excellent. That will be, for the lot of you, 1 shard and 5 nibs. The money taker is standing there in this. He's dressed fairly well. He's just standing near the circular.
Roland, you do not need
Steps.
to pay the whole thing. I will accompany you with 9 nids at least.
Alright, I'll pay the rest then.
Alright.
Wait,
Thank you.
And you guys head on down the high road. It's pretty busy. In fact, you're basically the dray driver is dodging a melee of other wagons and citizens who are just piling in on the streets. Some of them getting home from work, and others heading to a tavern in the North Ward. You travel all the way down the high road, and you notice some more of these magnificent walking statues of Waterdeep. This one is the God Catcher. It's a very, very large alabaster man, 80 foot tall, and he has this large spherical alabaster ball just floating above his head, above his hand, sorry. His hand is sort of raised up to the skies, sort of knelt over, and you can spot it from many blocks away. It towers over many of the row houses in the Sea Ward. You stop there. Volo asks you all to get out. Just a quick stop here. And
What?
you all jump off here, and he just wanders into the market, and he comes back with all of these skewers of this basted meat and starts handing them out to to everyone. I thought we would just have to try some of the delicacy. Oh yes, the courthouse is further on. So, you've got to the next dray, right?
At this point, we need to have a conversation if this guy is just playing us. So I'm going to be watching him to make sure that he's actually, it seems like we're taking our jolly time. Let's get to the courthouse and get this done.
Oh, but troglodyte tails, it's a delicacy. In fact, it's all I lived off in my time in Mazdaca. You should try it. But, yes, I guess we must make haste.
Let's walk and eat.
Walk and eat.
Yeah,
What a
that
plan.
sounds fine.
Alright, this takes you into the evening. It's sunset by the time you finally arrive at the courthouse, which is situated quite close to Castle Waterdeep. You see this switchback road with towers and parapets leading up to a magnificent castle, which sort of looms over all of the surrounding wards, and it's also built into the base of Mount Waterdeep. It's quite a sight to behold in itself. Volo tells you that in fact it is the castle, it is not the political center of Waterdeep. You've already got that marked on your map there. In fact, you guys would have seen it a few times when just chilling out at the Yawning Portal. And eventually you will arrive at the courthouse. Volo has the title deed rolled up in his hand. So you head in through the courthouse. It's a relatively large building with all of these other smaller buildings connected to it. It's very heavily guarded, and you are all patted down for weapons before you enter. If anyone's carrying a blade more than a foot long, you'll need to relinquish it and receive it back upon entering.
Okay.
I'll hand over my rapier.
Same.
Same
All my
for
weapons are
Soren.
long, so yeah, I probably have to hand over everything.
Volo's completely
That's
unarmed
what-
as well, and he just sort of pats himself down. Oh, good to go then. So you guys head in to the front foyer of the courthouse, and waiting there is a clerk, a tiefling woman wearing a black robe, and she has a very, very large pile of books stacked up, and she's furiously scratching away with an ink and quill. She looks like she's got quite a heavy workload. There are 2 guards stationed at the front entrance, and Volo sort of holds his arms up. Ah! Kylene! How do you do? The tiefling woman just sort of peers up. She's got some spectacles on, and she's got her black hair braided nicely around her horns. She's very well dressed, like a noble. Yes, Volo. Well, I didn't think I'd be seeing you so soon. It looks like it's come about that I have relinquished my manor to these fine gentlemen here. Oh, and they are consenting to this, Volo? Well, of course they are. Why would they not be consenting to this?
Yeah, why wouldn't we be?
I'm gonna walk up behind Volo a little bit and just be like, is there something we need to discuss before we complete this transaction?
Did he tell you that the previous owner died in the property?
No, but we've surmised as much.
And
How
you
did
do
they
understand, if you're wishing to run this business, you'll need to pay all the required taxes. I estimated how much it would cost to reopen it, and you're looking at about in the range of 12 to 1400 dragons.
Whoa.
Oh,
Is that just for like? Is that for repairs and code, or like and licenses, or
Oh yes.
what does that entail?
That will include all of the guild licenses and contracts paid up front.
Okay.
The cost to renovate will be approximately 1,000 dragons. Of course, then you have the ongoing expenses of maintenance and wages for hirelings and other guild expenses.
excuse me, my good lady, but I'm a pretty good carpenter, and besides having to pay the guild, besides having to pay the guild, you know, the expenses for the wood and being a part of it, I could probably take care of a good amount of the maintenance and the repair of the tavern that Volo here is giving over to us.
Oh,
by any
excellent.
chance, so-
Are you a member of the Carpenters Guild of Waterdeep?
I just slap my hand on his back and just be like,
I wish you the
we are
best of
newly-
luck.
We are new here to the city, but I assure you, we can probably arrange certain things with the guild to make sure that our friend Pavel here is all what he needs to be.
Oh yes, I would certainly hope that you join the guilds. They will make your life very, very hard. If you are not part of the Carpenters Guild, well, good luck getting wood. If you're not part of the Brewers Guild, well, I'm not sure where you're planning to get your ale from. Perhaps Volo could probably piss some out for you, the amount he drinks.
I want to get kind of close and just kind of be like, so my dear, if you could indulge me a bit. Do you say all of the taxes and fees up front? Does that mean we have to pay this right now, or just before we open the doors?
Oh, no. You don't have to pay those fees up front now. Well, the place is in shambles, according to these records. You will, however, have to pay the estate transfer tax. It's 25 dragons. It is normally paid by new owners.
And I'm going to look over at Volo. Monsieur, would you possibly be willing to settle this pot for us, since we are obviously giving you the betterment of the deal?
He's already got his pockets upturned. And you notice Floon is talking to a couple of the guards here. He's sort of just talking to them about the whole incident with the Zentarum and the Xanathar and Rainier. And he overhears this, and he steps forward. Oh, come on, Volo. I would see to it that you will cover their expenses. Why, they saved my life. Oh yes. Very well then. I will pay the 25 dragons. And he just takes off his floppy hat and he's got a coin pouch sitting in there. Oh, I didn't realize that was there. Oh, and he pulls out 25 dragons and places them haphazardly over the desk of Kylene. Very well then, everyone step forward and sign your names onto the title deed. I now deem you all rightful owners of Troll Skull Manor. Enjoy. And if you don't mind now, it's time for me to leave. My shift is finished. Out, everyone.
Well, would you prefer to grab a drink at some time, or? I mean, someone of your complexion is just so remarkable.
Do you realize that it is against the law to try and mosey up to a noble? Do you want me to have you fined right here and right now? In fact, she points her hand over towards this gate down here. Well, the cells are right there. I could have you thrown in there immediately if you like.
Oh, he was just playing. It's okay.
I just wanted to,
It's just a joke.
Well, I hope you will respect the fact that I am finished my shift now, so good day to you all.
Absolutely. And I just kind of bow, like, half and, like, start walking.
And she just starts packing up all of her papers, and that is that. You guys sign over the deed, and now you're proud owners. So Volo is just talking to you all as you walk out the front of the courthouse now. The sun is just setting. It's the sun is peering through the peaks of Mount Waterdeep and casting a dazzling array of shadows all over the city. And this reddish purple light from the sunset as well, mixed in with the shadows. It's quite a beautiful sight to behold indeed. And even the way that the sun caresses the great harbor to the south, it's just remarkable. There are ships sailing about in the harbor, some of them docked. People are hustling and bustling, cheering, smiling, and loving life.
All right, Master Volo. I hear you owe us a tour of the city.
Oh yes, of course. Oh, how could I forget? I wasn't going to go back to the yawning portal now and drink. Why would you even think that? Okay. And Volo, you will be paying for us all to travel on charter. Oh, yes, the whole saving your life thing. Of course. On the house. Hey!
Good buddy Floon. Always got our back. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, you there, wagon driver! And he calls over a coach for you all, and you travel in style back to Troll Skull Manor. You do sort of maybe discount him the fact that he's also going to need to get back away, and that wagon will like give him transport to wherever else he wants to go for the rest of the day. Because once you pay a coach, they give you their service for the entire day. So
it's a rent-a-car service.
it still doesn't seem like he was being completely selfless then with paying for that.
Not a magnanimous man.
Not particularly. But he does keep his word, and you guys spend the rest of the evening being shown around some of the local businesses by Volo. So, whoops. He doesn't need to show you around the manor. Wrong map. Ah. Troll Skull Alley. What a sight to behold. You do realize this is the upper middle class society of Waterdeep. In fact, many a noble like to waltz in after a hard day of whatever they do, talking and waving their hands about, and relax for a nice cup of mead. Where should we start? I know! The Bent Nail! Come with me! And he starts heading east from Troll Skull Manor, which is this building here.
Alright.
So you see this small wooden sign above the shop's main door. It's bare except for this large bent nail sticking out of it, and the writing that is emblazoned into the woodwork itself. The owner of this shop is a man by the name of Tally, and you can hear some sawing coming from inside. Oh, I think he's still open. Knock, knock. Hello there. Tally! Rally-ho, or Tally-ho. Get it? Because your name's Tally. Oh, Volo. What do you want? We've got some new neighbors. They've just moved in to Trollskull Manor, and I'd like to introduce you all to them. Well, come on in. Come in, my friends. You see this human man. Whoops. That's a pick. He's not a pick.
He's a sentient pick.
See this human man with a bandana. He's covered with sawdust, and there are all manner of fine pieces of woodwork, finely carved chairs, other furnishings, wooden shields, quarterstaffs, anything made out of wood, he's got it. Well, seeing you're my neighbors, I guess I better treat you all well, and greetings and salutations to you all. If you need any wooden weapons, or armor, quarterstaffs or shields or furnishings, well, I'm your man. In fact, I'll even give you a neighbor's discount. 10% off all wooden furnishings. What do you say, friends?
Sounds quite lovely, thank you. May I just say, you have quite a nice shop around here. I like your chairs. I go and inspect the craftsmanship, and I'm very impressed. Nice.
Oh, you have a hand at woodwork?
Yes, I was a carpenter for the past 5 years.
Well, I could certainly use a hand around here, but, well, if you're up for that sort of work, I'm not sure if it will pay as much as adventuring.
Pavel goes and scratches the back of his head and then remembers why he left home, to kind of avoid the whole work thing and kind of live a life of adventure and wanderlust, and shakes his head and knows that he needs the money and goes to tell the owner of the shop, well, Tally, my good sir, I would love to, by any chance, if there's only any sort of part-time positions, or come in here every so often and help you out with whatever you need and get paid for that, greatly appreciate it. But my main passion for right now is go on adventures with my friends and hopefully undertake some sort of adventure of great wealth and riches.
Oh yes, I understand. Everyone has their calling. And he takes off his bandana, and you notice he's got these slightly pointed ears. He's not actually a human. He's a half-elf. Yes.
Oh.
I never knew that I was a carpenter. In fact, I've only just come into the trade in the past 5 years. Ever since I learned about my ancestors in the high forest far to the east. Wood elves, would you have it? I thought wood elves and wood. Well, it makes sense that I should work with wood. Well, I do hope to see you all around. And I'm going to give you guys some handouts. This is a handout for all adventuring gear. Obviously, he only sells wood stuff like that. And that includes weapons and armor as well. And it's all just Player's Handbook price. All of that list is from the Player's Handbook.
Anything wooden, gotcha.
To-do then, Tally. We're on to the next business. Come. Luckily, there's no taverns around here. And he takes you around the side. It's a cul-de-sac here. There is a well and a sewer grate, but other than that, it's a dead end. Actually, sorry, there is a passage to the north here. But it does the street sort of ends. And you come to the Steam and Still. Inside, you hear someone yelling quite loudly, and you see a fire Ganassi, a red-skinned humanoid with this wavy, fiery red hair. And he seems quite hostile and aggressive when you guys enter. Don't just walk in here! Don't you know how to knock?
Sorry, and I kind of reach around and knock on the door.
Volo sort of turns. I told you all to knock!
You're the first one in.
Forgive him,
you were the
Brick.
first one that came in.
He has a fiery demeanor sometimes. It's okay, Emmerich. And this water Ganassi, a blue-skinned humanoid, puts his hand on Emmerich's shoulder. Sometimes Emmerich's anger gets the better of him. Welcome to the Steam and Steel. Emmerich is the finest forge in all of Trollskull Alley. He smelts the steel, and I cool it with my watery quellingness. Yes, we may not be the most intelligent, but we know how to work steel. Well, I was just showing these fine men around Trollskull Alley, and I thought, well, they're adventurers. They could use weapons and armor. Oh, yes. Emmerich steps forward. Of course, we have the finest arms and armor in all of Trollskull Alley, forged with the fire of an Efreeti. If you need any steel weapons or any steel armor, you come to us. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you, sir.
Sounds good.
Do you do fine craftsmanship, jewelry and such?
Of course. If it's metal, I can smelt it.
It's good to know.
And yeah, there's like an indoor forge here. You see many metal weapons, armor, and lined up on racks towards the back wall. And Volo sort of just pushes past. Well, give my regards to the splendid order of armorers, locksmiths, and firesmiths now. We'll just come out to this exit here.
I would like to say to Volo and say, I never met a Ganassi, or not pronounce it, Ganassi, and would like to get to know those two individuals someday, hopefully.
Oh yes, between me and you, he's full of himself. He thinks he's born from some sort of fire elemental god. Why, I say. Now come, a bunch of slavers they are, Efreeti. I wouldn't want to get on his wrong side. And he takes you around to this 3-story building with a see-through glass domed ceiling. Here we go. You notice another well out the front. This one is surrounded with fresh vines and creepers that have worked their way around the well and around the bucket and winch system that you'd use to lower the water in. Come in. And the smell of springtime just wafts over you. There are rows and rows of neatly arrayed flowers. Rainbow flowers blossoming within. It's a greenhouse. And you make your way up, admiring all of the fauna up to the 3rd floor. And you're looking above all of the buildings of Trollskull Alley. In fact, you've got a magnificent view, and you can see right up to the 3rd floor of Trollskull Manor. Across from it, you see Floon just talking to a lady out the front of the manor, and you even see like this dagger like waving around in the window. It looks like the poltergeist has spotted you guys as well, but yeah, it provides a brilliant view of the street and of Trollskull Manor. And of course, you are met with Farla, a wood elf. You can't really tell if she's male or female, but she is. Well, I just said she. They are. They are very, very kind. An outgoing wood elf with long braided hair. May Corellon bless you all. Welcome to Corellon's Crown. Please admire many of nature's blessings.
Your specimens are quite unique. Do you grow them yourselves, or do you have to import a lot of the seed?
A lot of it comes from golden fields, the seeds that I sow, but I tend to all of the plants, from seedlings to fully grown grown blossoming roses, lilies, chrysanthemum, Singapore orchids. I'm not sure how Singapore is even a thing here, but yes.
Do you deal in medicinal herbs as well, or just the
Yes.
floral variety?
Are you after some pipeweed?
Well,
Or something a
that
bit
or
more
things.
potent? Come with me. And she takes you over to this cabinet, glass cabinet, and she's got a variety of potions for sale.
Ooh.
Please feel free to browse my wares. In fact, if you have a special order, I could probably concoct you up something. I am very proficient in the way of alchemy. And
Nice.
she has these potions for sale, and she can make more. If you have something in particular that you wanted, potion of animal friendship, potion of climbing, greater healing, healing and water breathing. But yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
level of
Does she have a payment? Does she have a payment plan?
Do you have a potion of discount?
That's a good one. Well, yes, maybe one day, Fala, we will be able to afford to shop here. You do a fine job, and I've got my own potions that I need to drink back at the Yawning Portal. Good day.
Before we go, I'd like to ask Fala, if you can get some seeds from Golden Field, like potato or potato roots, so I can grow them around here by any chance, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm willing to pay whatever price needed.
Certainly, I have some free vegetable seeds that I can hand you. All I would ask is that you spare one moment to praise Malike and praise Corellin Lorathan with me.
Okay.
Vegetables.
Alright, you share a moment of prayer, and it's she just basically picks one flower, and she's got this shrine to Corellin Lorathan, with this like beautiful cornucopia arrangement that she's got, and also equally dedicated to Maliki, the god of forests and nature, and the god of elves. And she gives you some vegetable seeds.
All right. I'm gonna go catch up with the rest of them because probably I left it behind.
Alright, Volo takes you now to the west of your shop of Troll Skull Manor and your other smaller shop, and he sort of sees this. I'm not sure what this business is. Tiger's Eye. Anyone have any idea?
I am not familiar with Tiger's Eye.
Sounds sexy.
Sounds
Sounds like a song a bard would sing.
Yeah, maybe. I'll approach and I'll give a loud knock and say hello.
You hear this voice, this cool, calm, collected voice just call out to you. Enter.
Ooh, sexy.
Calm and collected. I like it.
You see this man in his mid-40s, human. He's got grey facial hair, and he's sort of got his legs kicked up on a desk towards the back of this small shop. There are rows of bookshelves and trinkets lining the walls, a desk with a quill, and he's got this black cavalier hat with a feather in it. Welcome to the Tiger's Eye. So, can I help you with something?
We were just wondering, what kind of shop this is. What kind of service do you give?
The name's Vincent Trench. Private detective.
Oh man.
Hard roll.
Have you heard that name before? Come on, Nox. Don't lie to me now.
Yeah.
So where is Brucelle?
Right here.
And Camden? That was quite well played, stealing my business like that. Yes, I know who you all are.
I raised my hand and said, "Do you know me?"
Waterdeep's a city opportunities.
I will admit, it was not easy to get information about you, Pavel, but, well, your parents are very hard workers over in Undercliff.
You do know about me.
And he pulled out this slim smoking pipe. So, you need any information? I charge per service. If you need some knowings, then I'm your man. Don't worry. I'm not at all worried about you all trying to take my business. I never wanted to go down into the sewers and save Floon anyway.
But why not?
Hardly worth my time, and I know Volo.
Yeah, good point.
Good luck fixing up that manor, by the way.
Of course,
Well,
my good sir.
I think we might need it.
You all seem like very interesting folk. If you ever need me to discover a secret here in Waterdeep, well, I'm at your service.
I did have a question. Maybe you could help us out a little bit. Do you know how the poltergeist met his fate in our new establishment?
Are we entering into a contract now? I haven't seen you place any coin down on my desk here. I could get you that information for 20 dragons.
20 dragons.
20 dragons.
Oh, I was offering you that price as a nicety. I usually start at 50.
No! Volo, how did that guy die?
I... Foley hasn't gone in.
No, it's just... It's no use talking to this guy.
Yeah, I say it's time for us to move on.
Well, if you ever need me, you know where to find me.
Yep. Thank you very much, sir. And just, you know, that stuff will kill you one day.
Oh.
And then I'll walk out the
Hit
door.
with the message.
Well, what was that then? I'm sure it was nothing. Let's keep moving now.
Yeah.
One last shop. Isn't this lovely? There are no taverns here in Trollskull Alley. You should open the tavern up. You'll make a fortune.
Yeah.
I imagine if it's only you, we will still make a fortune.
Now, how many of you know how to read?
Yeah, I don't know.
All of us.
Yeah, I know.
All
Yes.
of you? Why?
I believe we do.
Why? Well, then some of you may be even interested. Welcome to the Bookworms Treasure. And you see
Nice.
a bookstore here, adorned with a charming sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. You head inside, and the shop is decorated with beautiful hardwood. The earthly scent of old books permeates the air, and it's just so cozy in here. It's dead quiet, and there seems to be an impossible amount of shelves, more shelves than even conceivably possible, as you just see story after story after story of bookshelves. You're met there by a gold dragonborn. Hello, and welcome to Bookworms Treasure. The name is Rishal the Page Turner. Welcome to my humble abode. Do you thirst for knowledge?
At every turn, my friend. At every turn.
Especially about history of Waterdeep would be awesome.
Of course. There are many, many books pertaining to the history of our fair city. Some history goes back as far as a millennia or more, back when the Malarkan dwarves used to rule, and the Illithon elves were still inhabiting the area now known as Waterdeep. You can also register as a member of the Watchful Order of Magus with me if you wish to. If any of you are spellcasters, I would implore you, lend your services to Waterdeep in case of a time of peril. Of course, we're not expecting that to happen, but it is good to know that any spellcaster is willing to lay down their arcane prowess for our fine city.
Get like a library card?
I do believe
Do we
I've
have
already
any wizards in the group?
Well, I'm a sorcerer, if you must know.
Ah.
I did.
You are
Go.
merely gifted. True magic comes from study. True knowledge comes from study. Well,
I like to think of it as all natural.
perhaps
On its row.
I have some spells that you could copy, but, well, that offer's off the table. However, I am more than happy to transform any of these spells into scrolls for you, but the price will be double the listed cost. And he has all of those spells in a spell book, and as he says, he can turn any of them to the spell scroll for twice the listed price. And he could probably hunt down other particular spells if you wanted. But yes, 1,500 for a scroll of Cone of Cold, so it's not cheap. Not cheap.
Woof. Woof. Do you buy as well, or do you only sell?
Ah, I do not buy spell books.
Good to know.
Well, that concludes my tour, and I am sure that you'll find the last of my renditions of my Enchiridion. The City of Splendors. My last chapter. And yet another handout full of lore that I'll be posting on the campaign forum at the end of the session. You don't need to
So
read
much
that now.
homework, Seb.
You don't need to read it either.
The stuff about the wards was pretty interesting.
So that concludes Volo's tour. Well, I'm heading over to the Yawning Portal now. That was hard work. Anyone care to join me?
I would like to I'd like to ask Voldo. I'd like to ask Volo about his the other book. I know I've asked this before, but how's any updates on Volo's guide to tables and floors?
Oh, I'm still studying that. You never know when I'll need to get some last-minute research.
Alright, just keep me posted, alright? I can't wait to read it.
As you guys are talking, this cat has just like come up to you, Brusso. It's a street cat, and he's like curling up around your leg, purring.
Ooh, I'm gonna pet it. I'm trying to pet it. What's wrong, cat? Someone stuck down a well?
Come to the Folkemere, Brussel.
Wait, what?
Meow.
What'd you just say?
Meow. We need your help, Brussel. Come to the Folkemere. Meow.
Folkemere.
And the cat says that and just runs off.
Okay.
So, did only he hear the actual message, or was it?
Good question. Yeah.
Depends if you're paying attention or not to the cat. But the cat was speaking in common. Out loud.
Okay, so familiar.
Volo, where's the Folkemere?
I think I'm getting too sober for this. Oh, the Folkemere? Why? I didn't even realize it was still a thing in Waterdeep after all these years. Why, the Folkemere, it's a druid's grove, a sanctuary in the southern ward. Ah, yes, the Falcons. That family goes back many, many centuries. Their history is embedded into the very fiber of Waterdeep.
Oh. Go on.
Well, they're devout worshippers of Malaki, I know that much. Druids and... yes. I don't think there's many of them left. In fact, I'm not even sure if there's any Falcons left. I could just imagine it to be an overgrown wonderland of plants, trees, and nature. I can give you directions there if you want.
Oh, it's not too bad. Yes.
Very well then.
I
Well,
want to.
will you drop me off at the yawning portal?
If it's along the way,
Of course it is.
we got the wagon, so yes.
Alright. You guys all want to head over to there now?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. You guys do that.
Nothing else pressing for the moment.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can I get you into this? I don't know how this is.
So you don't have to pay anything to continue to... I'm just going to move Thackeray over to the yawning portal as well. She's just going to be like hanging out there for the rest of her days.
Sure.
So it's evening now, and you head down. You see all of these like hovering drift globes floating above this walled compound here, or this walled district, the City of the Dead, and it's teeming with life. It's a large cemetery in Waterdeep, but it's almost its own ward in itself, and it's definitely not a place that people go to only pay respect to the dead. In fact, they celebrate life there every day, and people will spend their days there reading, having a picnic, and just basking upon the many wondrous mausoleums and such that the City of the Dead has to offer. It's almost its own city in its own right. You guys swing by the yawning portal. Volo and Floon get off, and he gives you directions to the Folkemere. It's almost down towards the Waymoot at the south gate. Candon also stopped by the yawning portal. He says that you guys are crazy listening to a talking cat, and you guys continue to commandeer the your private charter, and you arrive at the Folkemere. Oh no, I thought that was like glitched out. So you head into this sanctuary in the middle of a bustling city. Immediately you're surrounded by tall looming trees that look to be hundreds of years old. They're coiled up with vines and creepers, and there is all manner of wildlife running about. It's not a sectioned off district, but it's just sort of this large nature patch in the middle of the city here. And you're met by an elf. First you see the talking cat again, and the cat sort of meows, "Follow me," and then takes you to this elf.
Does anyone else feel like they've probably eaten something they shouldn't have?
It is how I see things every day.
I wanted to eat them.
So you walk into this beautiful sanctuary. There's one very, very large feature. It's this massive hollowed out tree, and there are squirrels and other owls and small woodland animals running about. Inside there is a rug and some pillows and berries arranged around. There is a cider press here, and a shrine with tea-light candles leading up through these wooden steps that seem to be sunken into the ground and overgrown with moss. You're met by this wood elf, and the cat sort of runs up and climbs up onto the elf's shoulder and just sort of stays there. Oh, hello there. Hello, greetings all. I did not expect visitors on this fine evening. May I help you with something? My name is Melanor Fellbranch. Welcome to the Folkemere. I am the caretaker here. Can I help you with something? Is there something amiss with animals?
I'm Brucel, your cat. He's sent for me.
Oh, Trixie did. Well, are you all adventurers then?
You could say that.
What's that,
I've been known
Trixie?
to be on an adventure once or twice.
Trixie says that you used to be a member of the City Watch, Brucel. Is this true?
True.
And that you had all rescued the former Open Lord's son, Rainier Neverember. Is this also true?
True.
Can I ask you, Brucel, and give me an honest answer? We do not judge here at the Folkemere. We believe only in balance and preservation of nature. and life. Why did you leave the City Watch?
Me? I left because it was just getting too rough, you know? They were just corrupt, the guards, the robes were just overbearing. I just couldn't handle it.
Yes, there can never be a level of balance amidst that kind of life. Bruxelles, it is no coincidence that you have arrived here. I want you to meet someone. Come with me. And he starts taking you towards this massive hollowed out oak tree.
Oh, buddy.
Do not fear what you are about to see, Bruxelles. And suddenly, this very, very large, ghostly apparition forms in the visage of a elven lady. However, she is twice the size of any elf, and you can see straight through her. Bruxelles, is it? Welcome to the Kamiya. Please, my child, do not be startled. I am Jareth Falcon. I am the owner of the Kamiya. I am the protector of the animals. What you are seeing before you is not my true form. I am showing you merely an avatar. I have ascended to a higher realm, Bruxelles.
Nice.
I would ask you, Bruxelles, would you join our cause in the Emerald Enclave?
Emerald Enclave?
Yes. We
Oh.
seek to preserve the balance within Waterdeep. Something that the City Watch simply cannot do. In fact, the City Watch, they care not for nature or animals. Would you consider this, Bruxelles?
Why me? Why'd
You
you
seem to
seek
have
me
been
out?
picked by Trixie.
Interesting. Just something I'd have to think about.
I understand,
Big.
Bruxelles. Come forward, my child. Let me
Okay.
show you what we have to offer in the Emerald Enclave. You are not alone anymore, my child. Please sit. Eat a good berry. And you see all of these red berries piled up next to some overstuffed cushions that are just strewn around the inside of the lovely, comfortable, hollowed out tree.
I look back at my friends before I fully answer.
Yeah, I step up right behind you to kind of give you support.
I'll eat this berry.
Please, do not fear it. Receive my blessing.
Oh. Alright. Pop it.
Alright, you eat it, and immediately you feel lifted. You see this beautiful open expanse of rolling hills, chirping birds, animals roaming free all around you. And then it all sort of comes back, and you just have this vision basically. And you have bestowed upon you a charm of restoration. It has 6 charges. You can use 4 charges to cast greater restoration, and 2 charges to cast lesser restoration.
Oh. Nice.
Big.
Damn, boy.
This is the first of many gifts that the Emerald Enclave has for those who wish to protect nature. I would ask you, Bruxelles, if you wish to join our cause, that you lend us aid. Some of the outlying farms are being terrorized by a scarecrow that has come to life. It has been slaughtering livestock. It has chased horses and spooked farmers in Undercliff. No people have been killed as of yet. And that is the reason why the city guard are dragging their heels. They care not for the animals. The lives of animals mean nothing to them. Does that sit right with you, Rousseau? Something must be done.
Indeed, something must.
Did you say a crow?
Scarecrow. Pumpkin soup.
Yes, I came up with that name for the mission myself. Do you like it?
Yes. It's, lovely.
Starts handing out manila folders with the words pumpkin soup on it.
Of course, Roussel. You are not obligated by any means, and I do hope that your allies would help you if you decide to undertake the mission. If you do not, then such is the balance of nature. It simply should not be. I fare thee well, Roussel. And she vanishes.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
You see Melanor there meditating next to the shrine, just paying some respects and putting some small trinkets down. This little shrine of tea-light candles, vegetables, fruit, and flowers and whatnot.
Is out of curiosity, is the cider press having cider available?
Of course. And he
All
goes
right.
over to it and he starts spinning the wheel, and he presses you out some cider. It is
Yeah,
mixed
so
with
thing.
fresh apple juice as well. You don't need that much alcohol. And he hands you this wooden cup with some in. Please feel free to bask upon it. Indulge yourself.
I will gladly take a sip. I love cider.
And it's really fresh and delicious. It's sweet
Can I
and
take some
a
home?
little bit of a kick.
It's
How
like apple cider vinegar.
I'm afraid you cannot take any from the full Kamiya. It is reserved for Emerald Enclave members only.
Oh.
well,
And you
then,
are yet to complete your initiation, Brucel.
Well, then we will be. Maybe you could tell us if we were to try and procure something of equal taste and splendor. Where would we go?
I cannot compare this to other drinks. It would be like comparing apples to something that's not apples. Perhaps oranges.
Of course. And I'll pull out a shard and like, I'm like, do you take donations?
Please, offer what you must to the goddess of nature, Maleke. Points over to the shrine.
All right.
Did those fruit disappear?
What's that?
Oh, I just noticed the fruit over there.
No, the fruit's always been there.
I'd like to study the contraption of the apple cider press to hopefully remember my memory if possible.
Yeah, it's a big wooden barrel, and there is fermenting fruit in there, and there's some yeast, and it's quite aromatic.
Would I
My
be
friend
able to
Paolo,
remember
I'm
this?
sure we can look up in a library.
It's
what-
very
what
simple,
you-
very simple contraption. It's literally just like a big tub with a faucet.
Yeah,
Oh,
to
the wheel.
ferment. Just to ferment it.
I should probably give a shard too.
Thank you. Maleke blesses you all. Good evening, and please think of the animals.
So, guys. You guys want to save some cows?
Sure. I would love to get out of the city for a little bit and get out in the country.
Yeah, we have.
Same here, honestly.
Yeah, where's this pumpkin soup at exactly?
Oh yes. So when you guys get missions from factions, I give you markers on the map. This mission's up at Ammon's Farm, which is an old
Ooh, boy, that's north.
barracks. It
Yeah,
used to be under the control of the military. Now it's sort of seemingly abandoned and just left to all the town folk. The guard don't patrol outside the city streets. In fact, they don't even really patrol the field ward as well, which is by far the slums. It's the most rundown ward. It's not even considered a ward, actually. It's the most rundown area of Waterdeep. That and the southern ward are not technically wards.
They're just kind of adopted
Oh, yeah.
areas.
Well, yeah, they're just unofficial wards. So, Volo also
So-
says as well, don't let anyone hear you say South Ward. It's Southern Ward. Otherwise, they'll make a mockery of you.
Southern.
Okay.
Locals don't say South Ward.
Southern Ward, not
So-
South.
To clarify, you said the guards don't actually patrol that area, so it's a little more lawless. I guess is a good way of putting it.
Oh yes, at least in the dock ward it may be dangerous, but there's a very heavy presence of the city watch. In the field ward, there's nothing. And outside of the city gates, well, the poor
You're on your
hamlets
own,
are
Skippy.
usually, yes, left to their own devices. You can see there's a lot of farmsteads surrounding Waterdeep.
But how should we approach you guys? North Gate, River Gate.
If
Well,
you
do
guys
we
if
want
you
to-
guys left now, it would be like it's like nighttime now. It would probably you'd probably arrive there like the next morning or something, and you'd be exhausted.
Ooh.
Head back and
We can
Yeah.
let's. Well, we need to collect our compatriot. Camden. I'm sure he would want to come along to at least see how this plays out.
Yeah. What
So
do you
let
want
us,
to scare for us?
Let us retire to retrieve him, and we can take care of this in the morning.
Also, I'd like to drop off my things. I weigh too much. I keep forgetting about that.
So do you guys want to go back?
You do
stop by the
resemble a
yawning
packing
portal?
mule.
It's still not too late. There's still time if you want to do a bit of merrymaking.
yeah, let's. I say we hit the night.
You never really
Yeah.
had the proper time to celebrate rescuing Floon yet as well. So you head on over.
Well, I would love to go yawning portal somewhere else. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the yawning portal is pumping when you get back, and there is
A
bards
bouncer
playing.
out front. They're like not letting people in.
Not really like that, but it is. There are so many smiling faces. There are songs playing from colorful bards. People are cheering, jesting, and the place is alive. There are more patrons than reflected on this map, but these are just like important NPCs that you guys may know.
Okay. Can I walk up to the and ask where? What's the waitress's name? I'm gonna keep forgetting her name.
Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Yeah.
Can I see her from where I'm standing?
Yeah, Bonnie's
Yeah.
around. She's walking around like knocking into people, spilling drinks, and just being awkward all around.
Okay.
See Thackeray
Um,
there as well, just trying to stay low.
Okay. I have to walk up to Bonnie really quick, and just like look her dead in the face, very, very, try and be as charming as possible, and just be like, "So, tell me, Bonnie, please,
Yes.
what would it take?
All,
What would it take
all
for you
of
to
the
sit down and have a
adventurers, they always try the ale here. Have you tried it?
Bonnie, you and I both know I have tried the ale from you. It is delicious, and I
Oh.
enjoy it.
Oh yes, of course. Rule number 1: try and remember regular customers. Got it.
Oh, Bonnie, please, what would it take for you to sit down and have a drink with me?
I can't. I have to work. I must work. I need to make money.
Well, okay. What do you need to make?
Money.
Is there an valued amount that you are trying to attain, or is it just a arbitrary
Trying to
concept?
survive in this unforgiving city.
Well, if you're ever in trouble, you can always talk to me. I'd be happy to help you.
Oh no, no trouble. No trouble. I have to go. Dernan's giving me that look again. And she like trips over and just spills a whole tray of drinks. Oh, sorry, Dernan. She starts cleaning it up and then she like walks out the back and she seems quite flustered. You see someone walk in. A familiar face. It's Yagra, the half-orc that got into the fight. She walks straight in and looks around. And she comes and sits down right next to you, Nox. The seat taken?
By all means, it is not.
Good. Because it doesn't matter what you were going to say. I was gonna sit there anyway.
Oh, that's a fair call. I mean, look at you. You are a strapping young woman.
Yeah. So, you want an arm wrestle or what?
I would be happy to indulge you, but I do not feel like it is a very fair contest.
What are you trying to say? Because I'm a woman?
No, I take one look at you and the fact that you are like at least 3 inches taller and
I'm telling you
quite a bit heavier.
That we're going to arm wrestle. Now put your damn arm down on that bar and get wrestling.
I put my arm out hesitantly, kind of like, oh god, what is about to happen?
Make an athletics check.
You got this.
No.
Alright, you lock arms with her, and her grip is almost crushing your hand. However, her arm's not going down.
I'm gonna look at her and actually try a little bit, like kind of put some force into it, see what happens. Be like,
You want to be a part of... She leans into you and sort of whispers to you as you're arm wrestling. You want to be a part of something big? Speak to DeVille's Star Song. And then she just slams your hand down and almost breaks your hand. You're weak! And just pushes you.
I'd like to take the next challenge, madam.
She sort of, as she's like just walking around holding her arms up, she just sort of stops. What did you just say? Turns to you, like sort of with the sideways glance.
I said I'd like to take the next challenge, madam.
I kicked her butt last time, so I just kind of stare at and laugh.
What are you gonna do, farm boy? Try and milk me? Oh wait, that sounded wrong. Well, how about we sweeten this deal a little bit? 2 dragons.
Whoa. I mean, a shard.
Shard. I guess that's
Go
your
big or
whole
go
month's
home.
wages, isn't it, farm boy?
Go home.
You know it's Sorn talking, not Pavel, right?
Oh. I could have sworn that was Pavel.
I thought so too.
No, he did make the offer for the wager and the. I was just laughing at the fact because I kicked your butt last time.
Yes, you did. You did kick her butt last time. She just completely ignores you when you bring that up. She's just trying not to acknowledge it. Well, 2 dragons or not, or nothing, or are you weak?
I yell out across the bar. You can do it, Pavel. And I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration.
No.
Yes.
Oh god damn it.
What?
All right, you get bardic inspiration. Come on then.
Pavel, my friend, if I spot you the 2 dragons, would you say split the wager if we win?
Sure, I don't care. I just want to have fun, and I want to hopefully, I don't know, maybe win, maybe not. Just this
This is funny. Oh my!
That's not what we want to hear.
How about we sweeten the deal even better? You can both try and arm wrestle me at the same time, and I'll bet you 5 dragons.
I mean, if you're up for it, I kind of wanted to try to beat it myself, but if Nox is down for it, I'm down for it too.
We've already established that I am not of the physical type. I will happily spot the young man, the 2 dragons.
All right.
I placed 2 dragons on the bar.
All right. As you're doing this, Nox, someone else walks in to the bar. They're an elf with strawberry blonde hair. He's dressed quite well and he's armed. He sort of sits down and he's just watching you the entire time, and he just stares at you, Nox, and then gives you this gesture to come over.
I expect you to win, Pavel.
He uses Thieves' Cant. You're not proficient in Thieves' Cant, but you know a little bit. You know enough to know that means come over. Sort of just the way he holds his drink, and he does a couple of things with his fingers that suggest you to come over. So Pavel, make an athletics check. Yagra puts down the 2 dragons.
Down!
Oh shit.
Do you want to use your bardic inspiration on that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Might as well.
It's a 1d6.
It ain't gonna help.
You never know.
Damn it.
Aren't you guys in?
She slams your hand down the bar and snatches your 2 dragons.
You mean my 2 dragons?
Such good entertainment. I'm gonna buy you all a drink. And she buys you all a round of drinks from the winnings.
Aw.
All right.
Well, she's a fair winner.
So you go and sit down, Nox, next to this elf, and you're just sitting side by side. And he doesn't say anything at first, and then he just sort of raises his mug to his mouth and then speaks, sort of almost throwing his voice. Greetings, Nox. You have extended your interest in some matters, have you not?
Indeed, I have. And I'm like holding my drink up too, so it's like kind of covering my mouth so people can't see it.
Do you realize, Nox, that your life is in danger?
What is life is in danger?
Someone is killing elves and half-elves in the dockboard. 3 dead so far, each one decapitated by a blade in the dead of the night. Do you want to be next, Nox?
I would actually much prefer to keep my head, but this is something I would like to solve.
Well, yes, the City Watch. They don't do shit. Methinks that they could use a little help. Look into it, will you?
Absolutely. Do you have a suggestion on where to start?
Try the Mule Skull Tavern on Ship Street. And that is his entire mission.
Excellent.
And as soon as he tells you that, he just gets up and walks away. And you wouldn't have been able to hear that as well, unfortunately, Sorn, because he was whispering to make sure no one heard.
Damn it, our faction mission.
Another faction mission.
Nice.
Hey, 3 strings. Play me a song. I flip him a shard.
What would you like to hear?
Sing me a song about yourself.
Okay. I am a bard named 3 Strings. Some call me Matrim, and that is because it's my name. Why they call me 3 Strings is because 4 strings are lame. Did you like that? Oh, yes.
I threw him a shard also.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Nice job, 3 strings.
He bows and holds up this 3-string lute. Ah, you are most kind. Please, do you like plays?
Why?
No.
Oh, because I got 6 tickets to a performance called Curse of Strog in the theatre in the C Ward, but I don't have enough friends. In fact, I don't really have any friends. Would you like the tickets? You can go and you can take all of your friends, Brucel.
Yeah, I'll take them. 3 strings.
Excellent. Excellent. It's on in 2 days.
2 days. Okay. Cool.
Alright, any important dates I'm going to mark on the Sands of Time handout.
I
So,
hope you guys are ready for this.
I try to get Knox's attention while this is going on.
But this is up my
I was thinking that if nighttime would probably be the most likely time, and this is something maybe we could do tonight. Obviously, this is something that's interest to me. Even though I'm a little darker skin than you, I still have elvish blood.
What do you, pray tell, talk about, my friend? Were you eavesdropping on me?
Yes, I was.
Well, okay, then let us come to an accord. I
Okay.
do not like being eavesdropped on, but I do agree this is something that needs to be rectified sooner rather than later. And it's something that I think I agree that probably towards the evening hours would be more easily rectified, n'est-ce pas?
Yes, I agree. Sorry for the eavesdrop.
It is
Now,
okay.
on their own,
I
tend to
do
take
see
notice.
I see the value of having someone of your caliber at my side. You know, I am a bit of the, as they say, the squishy, and you are not.
That's what she said.
So,
Yeah, I would say, well, let's talk to the party and bring it up to them and tell them about this new possibility and this new situation and see what they want to do. Or if we're going to wait until the morning still for the previous issue that we have to resolve.
well, maybe we can do pre-work.
still getting a bit of feedback from your mic there, Rob. Occasionally.
Again?
Are you holding push to talk while I'm talking?
No, I never use push to talk.
It's pretty loud when I'm talking and other people are talking. It's reverberating and doubling up back. But I would recommend you using push to talk if you're using a laptop speaker. You can access it from user settings. Basically, you just hold down a button when you're talking. The only drawback is that sometimes you forget to press the button and then you talk to yourself. But anyway, or you can just mute yourself when you're not talking. Anyway, so
what I was going to say is absolutely, we will let our friends enjoy their beverages and the revelry. I mean, it's a good thing to enjoy some revelry from time to time, but we will bring this up and hopefully take care of this matter post-haste.
So, Pavel, you sit down next to Obaya, and she wishes you again. She keeps asking about when you're planning an expedition down into Undermountain. Please, Pavel, are you strong enough yet? I need my magic items for my master, Wakanga. Pavel, are you there? Oh no.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, what was I gonna say? Obaya, I haven't gotten any fights recently. I only died once. I haven't been either unconscious or some sort of state of
Near death.
dead. I don't know. but I'm not ready yet. I would say maybe. Actually, I don't know when I'll be ready, but I gotta say this much. I promise you, I will go down there and I'll get you that one magic item and give it to you. Okay?
Excellent. Pavel, I want you to meet my friend. And you see this woman there sitting in a suit of plate mail. She's heavily armed. She appears to be a member of the City Watch. Or a knight of some sort. She's got a badge on as well. A badge of the City Watch. Hello there, Pavel. Obaya was telling me that you'd rescued Rainier Neverember. My, that's quite a marvelous achievement. And you're just a farmhand?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just a farmhand, but I couldn't have done it without my friends over there.
Oh, I
Pointing
say,
to
that is...
everyone else.
Oh, that is quite extraordinary. Pleasure to meet you, Pavel. My name is Savra Bellabantra. I am a member of the City Watch. And you see this young-looking, attractive woman. She
Nox
shakes your
takes
hand.
notice of the attractive woman talking to Pavel.
Tell me, Pavel, have you ever thought of being a part of something bigger than yourself? I noted your act of selfishness when you rescued Rainier.
No, not really. I haven't really thought of anything bigger than myself. I've always liked close-knit community, besides, serving for the greater good, but, besides that, I just kind of free spirit. I like to do what I want to do and go with the flow.
Some young and up-and-coming talent like yourself. We could certainly use someone like you, Pavel. Do you mind lending me your ear? I want to tell you a story.
Yeah, of course.
My family, the Bellabantrubs, we are a noble house here in Waterdeep. We raise griffins for the Griffin Cavalry. But when I was a bit younger, and yes, I know that I look quite young, but believe me, I have been to hell and back. I left Waterdeep, my sights set on something beyond these city walls. I traveled far. Traveling the lands, I became an outlander. I wanted something more. I wanted to protect not just Waterdeep, but I wanted to protect the entire realm. And I stumbled upon the Feathergale Knights in the Somber Hills. They too raised griffins. I rose in the ranks, and before I knew it, I was a commander of the Feathergale Knights. We patrolled the realm and protected all. Or so I thought. You see, evil is among us, Pavel. It plants its seeds everywhere, right under your nose. It turns out the Feathergale Knights, they did not stand for justice or honor. Their minds were being twisted towards evil ends. An evil elemental prince was corrupting all of the knights. They wanted destruction of Faerun. And I too become corrupted from the evil, until the day when a group of adventurers stormed the Feathergale Castle, slaughtering us by the many. Even though my mentor, he was hoisted off the peaks of the Feathergale Spire. I was the only one left. I was down in the pen protecting the griffins. And I was spared. They told me that I need to change my life. They are going to give me a second chance. And so I did. I left with my griffins. And I traveled back to Waterdeep. And that's when I found the Order of the Gauntlet. We now stand for justice. We stand for order and all things right in Waterdeep. We fight evil in all of its forms. We worship Helm, Torm, Tyr, Ilmater. We persevere in the face of evil, Pavel. I would like to invite you to drop by the Hall of Justice, the Temple of Tyr, in the Castle Ward. What do you say, Pavel?
First of all, your story was very sad. I'm so sorry for what you have been through. I really am. I'm glad that you're making yourself a good life as a city guard. As for the offer you gave me about joining the Order of the Gauntlets, which is, I would imagine, a city guard. My friend Bruxelles was actually a former city guard, part of the city watch, and I would like to get his input, as he was formerly one and then left, thinking some sort of reason as for him to... Something must have made him want to leave, so I wonder if that would be the same for me.
I know Bruxelles, and I know he too still fights for good. Consider my offer, Pavel. And I wish you all the best.
As well as you suffer.
And she just goes and starts talking to Jalesta over at the other table. Alright, it's getting fairly late into the night now. Word of your deeds of rescuing Rainier are spreading quickly, and you seem to have all garnered yourself a bit of a reputation as heroes so far.
Ooh, any jabs coming in?
You're starting to get approached
by
some of the many factions of Waterdeep.
Yeah. Nice.
I want to I'll speak with Roland, Bruxelles, Cannon, and just kind of mention that we have, or I'll actually put it to them this way, that I have been broached with a task that I could potentially finish tonight that could be lucrative for us, and that but I would like to do it rather sooner rather than later.
YOLO, let's get it. As Bruxelles says. And then how about my friend Knox?
Okay. You guys are heading over to the dock ward then? Help out Nox?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let me get all your tokens together. Camden says he's pooped and he's just going to head back to the manor and start cleaning. He says the place is a pigsty.
Does Three Strings want to come with us? Hey, Three Strings want to come with us?
I'm good, thank you!
So what are you guys doing? Where are we going?
We are, I don't actually even know.
Mule Skull Tavern in the dock ward.
No, I meant like in character. Like, I mean, I haven't been told what's going on.
No, we are. I have been asked to look into the murder of some of the Elvish persuasion in the dock ward. And as someone of the Elvish persuasion, I have a slightly personal interest in this. You know, Pavel, your sword and your bow would be very handy come it be a dangerous situation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. Of course I'll help you out, you and Soren. Of course, both of you being of the elven kind. You guys are my friends. I'd go with, again, as I said before, I'd go with the 9 hells and back for you guys.
You are a rare breed, Pavel. I promise.
He smiles.
To Mule Skull Tavern.
Okay. It's late at night, and Mule Skull Tavern is on Ship Street. It's not very far at all, you could walk. You guys head back into the dock ward, and the darkness is really starting to loom again, you see all of the pockmarked cobblestones, all of the lamps smashed, their candles stolen. The place reeks of disgusting conglomeration of putrid seawater and urine, excrement. There are a bunch of unsavory characters loitering around and drunken sailors. You see 2 fights on the way there, fist fights, and a lot of people sort of stare at you guys and give you guys dirty looks. And you guys rock up to like the Mule Skull Tavern, and there are 2 half-orcs guarding the tavern itself. So there are people going in and out. All of them are quite unsavory characters. In fact, not the sort of people that you'd usually mingle with. And you're on the street now, on Ship Street, and you're 50 feet away from the tavern. There are people standing on corners, like offering to sell you guys some illicit goods and whatnot, as you'd expect. There is a little bit of light here, though, a little bit of street light actually, which is sort of nice because most of the other streets are not illuminated. What do you guys want to do?
Alright, Soren will walk into the lead up front. Can you guys hear me better now that I have my headset on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming
I'm
through
sorry.
good.
I use a headset for work, so I can't stand putting it on more than 8 hours a day.
Oh
So
yeah.
It gets old, especially when you have big ears. Basically in these type of situations, you're going to always see me try to walk to the front to kind of make my presence known, with a hand on a weapon.
So you see this rickety wooden sign out the front of the like above the lintel of the entrance. There's like no open windows to the tavern, but there's a lot of sound of carousing coming from within, and the smell of ale just reeks out onto the streets. There's only a single door entrance, and the orcs are carefully watching everyone who goes in and out. And the entrance is about here, in between the 2 orcs. They look like some sort of bouncers.
Walk up to the orc. Say, do you have any fee to get in, or can we just walk right in?
We're closed.
I just saw some people walk in there. Why are you closed?
You must have been seeing things.
I have pretty good eyes. That's kind of what we're known for from where I came from.
He looks in close to you. Well, go back to where you came from in the Underdark.
I walk up behind him and just put my hand on his shoulder and be like, my friend.
He just grabs your arm straight away as soon as you put his hand on your shoulder. Are you attempting to assault me?
I would never dream of such thing. I mean, look at you. You are a fine specimen of a male orc.
He throws your hand back. Don't touch me with your filthy hands.
Okay. Let us come to an arrangement then. We can obviously tell that the bar has patrons. We would like to be such patrons.
Well, I just said that we're closed. Do you speak common? Oh,
I
he's
speak
speaking common to you right now. Shut up! Now, when I said we're closed, I mean we're closed to the likes of you. This is a sailor's tavern. Are you a sailor?
I have been on many a ship.
Well, why don't you just sail on out of here? If that means he is a sailor. Shut up! Suddenly this drunken half-elf just stumbles out. And he's just talking some gibberish. He starts walking off down an alley. He looks so drunk. He like drops like some coins down, some nips down on the ground.
I whisper and I like put my hand on Soren's shoulder and just say, "Follow the." Good day, gentlemen. We will bother you no more.
Good.
Keep a little bit of distance, but we want to keep an eye on him.
Alright, he's just stumbling around, and then there's like a narrow alleyway about 15 feet wide. The roofs overhead are all double-story row houses or warehouses, 2 stories high, looming over you 20 feet. There's actually no light making its way into this darkened alley, and this elf just sort of stops. He sort of looks over at you all, but he's sort of like squinting. Who's there? Who's there? And he just pulls out a short sword.
With my hands up, I want to walk closer to him and just be like, my friend, you look like you were having a bit of trouble getting home.
The hell are you talking about? I'm trying to take a piss! Piss off! Or I'll gut you like a fish!
As you wish, my friend. As you wish. I just kind of motion everybody to back up, but kind of like more like just get out of sight. Don't necessarily go away.
I walk up to Knox and kind of quietly just say, anyway, we want to talk to him about what's going on with the elves in the area and see if he knows anything about it, considering he's one himself.
We can ask, but I look at the state of him. He is, as you say, schmutzed.
And he's just taking a piss in the alleyway here.
But you know what? It's not a necessarily bad idea.
Yeah, but even when he's inebriated, I think he'll still remember fellow elves being decapitated, even though he's halfy.
Alright, suddenly. There's someone else in the alleyway with him. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Right, the first thing I'm gonna do is determine surprise.
Jesus. 6.1. 7.
So, I'm going to roll a stealth check, and you guys have to beat it with your passive perception, otherwise you're surprised.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Jesus.
I'm not on the initiative, Seb. For whatever reason.
Yeah, you're missing Roland.
Oh yes. I completely ignored you there. My apologies. Alright.
You're not important, Roland. You're not important.
Suddenly you just hear this, what's that? And suddenly he just sort of yells, "Ah!" And he is stabbed. Some dark, shadowy figure comes out from behind some nearby crates and just plunges a weapon straight into the chest of this half-elf. And everyone else is surprised, so you can't take your actions or reactions.
Mm-hmm.
So I just scroll through the initiative. Alright, surprise is over. And you now see, standing there in the darkness, a creature with purplish skin, glowing red eyes, and stark white hair, carrying a short sword in one hand, and a strange looking wand that I would describe to you guys as a flintlock pistol in the other. Alright.
Wait, a wand that looks like a flintlock pistol?
Well, it looks to you guys like a wand. Maybe if you're a follower of Gond, you may know what it is. but I'm talking like what your characters would know, and I would describe to you guys out of character as a flintlock pistol.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, and this drow swings at Heldar again, and Heldar just drops to the ground, and then he stabs Heldar, and Heldar fails 2 death saving throws, and the drow's getting ready to finish him off. All right, I'm gonna roll him a death save.
Come on, you.
Oh,
He's gone.
No.
His neck is being slit.
Rip.
But you have identified the perpetrator, Roussel.
Okie dokie. I will run up. Just difficulty to move to amigos. Here. I would like to cast my net at him.
Alrighty. And a 16 just manages to hit, actually.
Nice.
And you net the assailant. He starts trying to rip it off of himself, and he's just tumbling around inside of it.
Nice. Alright, yeah, my friends, guys, I hit him with my net. Get him! Get this sucker. I'm a extra surge.
Okay.
It's like, you know, it's late at night.
Hold up, Sorn. You can't move outside of initiative.
Shoot.
Nope.
Is there anything else I could do?
We could wail on him.
No, I'm too far away. I hit him with Vicious Mockery.
Alright.
I think with action surge, you still get your movement for the second round.
Do I?
No, you don't get another movement.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
So DC, right? DC 9?
DC 9.
Alright, the drow makes a save, and he's just so focused on the net, he completely ignores your spell.
Alright. Button. Boom.
Rolling.
Alright. I'll just kind of poke my head around the corner. And I can tell it's a drow, right?
Yes, you guys can clearly see that it's a drow now.
Okay.
Unless you just can't see, because I think even Pavel can see there's just a little bit of faint light illuminating the stark white hair and the gleaming purple skin of the drow elf. Male as well.
I'll kind of yell at him. Do you hate yourself so much that you have to kill others of your kind? Vicious mockery.
He starts yelling at you back in a drow dialect of Undercommon.
I can't understand you. That's all I do.
Nox.
Wouldn't Sorn be able to understand him?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was gonna ask.
I can't even repeat what he said. It's too foul.
It's so horrible.
So horrible.
Ooh.
Something about his mother.
Yeah. He basically just rattled off some swears saying that he's going to slit your elven throat, even though you're a tiefling. You sort of look a bit
Okay.
elvish. He will gut all of you elves.
I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
He's gonna have a good save against that being
Yes,
drow.
he does have advantage.
It's a DC save of 13.
And
Hello. Ooh, nice.
alright, he's
Wow.
charmed by you,
Finally.
so he can't attack you. And you have advantage if you want to interact with him socially.
I'm gonna walk forward and just be like, my friend, why would you kill the elf? He was drunk, but he was not an idiot.
Okay.
Does he respond?
Maybe he will when it's his turn.
Oh, okay. I see how
And
this-
you speaking in common.
Ooh. I do not know Undercommon.
Won't like Elvish kind of work too? I mean, it's kind of like a cousin language. Something, I don't know.
I'll. You know what? I'll try in Elvish, and I'll say that in Elvish and see what happens.
All right. He sort of looks at you, and you say it in Elvish. Stay back, friend, while I slaughter the other elves. Sorn.
That's what I hear. I'm sorry.
Yes, he says that in Elvish.
Okay. So yeah, for those that aren't able to understand, I just kind of repeated that he's still threatening to slaughter more elves. That he's not concerned about what we're doing right now. So, do I get to move now?
Yep.
Sorry. Okay.
Your turn.
Don't hit him.
Yeah, I mean, so with the net at this point, is there any other way we can? I mean, am I able to like grab a weapon, or like what am I looking at right now when he's on the ground?
He's got the net on him. He's still moving around within a small space that he's confined. You won't be able to grab his weapon, but you could grapple him to prevent him from moving even more so. But he's looking like he's just going to cut his way through very quickly out of the net.
All right, let's do a grapple then.
Don't let him cut my net.
All right, it's either it's an athletics check, and
Yeah. So I just kind of run up and try to basically grapple his hands more than anything else, so he can't get towards his weapon.
all right, he tries to tries to tumble out of the way, and he easily slips away from you. You grab onto his arm, and he just slips his arm out of your grasp and pushes you back and tumbles around.
Okay. Now that pretty much does it for my turn.
Alright, EOT. Do you remember the EOT button?
Oh, where's that at again?
It's in the chat box, and also
Okay.
if you click your token, you'll find it somewhere, I think maybe in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. There's a little red circular button above.
Yeah, got it.
Pavel.
It's just weird that it's in somebody else's name, but okay.
I'd just like to sprint over there, even if it requires my action. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And then I guess I use my action to dash. Well, I can't occupy the same square. Is there another square beyond where those the guy is
To
netted?
the left of you, there's
dead
a
up?
wall, but yeah, the only available spaces would be here, here, or over the corpse.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in order to make space, I'd
For
have to
melee.
like go through them. Well, I want to be there just in case. So I like to use dash so I can get through these guys, my two friends, and the body, and the whole entire thing. You get me?
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah, I can
then,
hear you, yep.
Okay. Then I'd like to use action surge, so
Okay.
I get my action back, and then I would like to attempt to grapple this person.
Alright, make
No,
an
wait.
athletics check.
Yeah, might as well. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. Damn it.
And he is extremely slippery. Even netted, he's still managing to evade both of you.
Still have next turn.
You're kidding me.
Alright,
Is
he's
he getting negative towards this at all?
Good question.
no, it's only dexterity saves.
Ah, Jesus.
Alright, he's going to slash the net.
No!
Slices himself free of the net, and he starts to
This guy.
take off. Sorry,
damn
friend,
it.
he says to you, Nox. And Sorn, Nox, you guys, he just provoked from both of you.
Hell yeah.
Not you,
No,
Pavel.
No. I like hold my arm out for a second.
Yes.
All right. Are you guys gonna take your opportunity attacks?
Take it if you want to. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
Well, I mean, I really know. I mean, is it possible not to take an opportunity attack instead of just grapple him again?
No.
Or no?
Try like
It's a single melee attack.
I'd rather not, because then it does break charm. That's bad.
It doesn't break the charm.
It doesn't?
Nope.
I don't have any
Oh
weapons.
wait.
I can
Actually,
just-
sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying. Wait a second. Isn't that how charm works?
Until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. All right,
Nah,
you
yeah,
don't
I'd rather
opportunity attack it, and he keeps moving, and he starts running away.
He only gets like 15 feet, though, right?
He moves 30 feet.
Oh, he had to get up from being restrained.
Yeah, he cut the net with the attack, and then he used his movement to run around the alley.
Essentially, he was standing still. He didn't have to actually get up. He just had to cut.
Yeah, he wasn't knocked prone. He didn't have to stand up.
Okay.
And he just sort of says to you, Nox, "Sorry, friend, I must go." Rousseau.
Yes. As I. Alright, you give him chase knocks?
I've got something I want to try. Yes.
Alright, once. Down here and, shoot. Nothing I could really do. I'm
Shoot him if you
gonna-
want to. Like, don't worry about me. Do what you want to do. Do what you would do.
Alright. I'm gonna vicious mockery him again. I'm like, you broke my neck. You broke my neck, you ugly piece of scum.
Okay. And he still makes
Ah,
the save. And immediately he sort of turns around and he points the flintlock pistol in your direction. Follow me and die.
Do it.
I will when it's my turn. Roll it.
30 feet. Yeah, might as well dash just so I can see the guy. That's 50 feet. I don't think I got any bonus actions I can do.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I was trying to decide who I was gonna give. Yeah. I
Nox.
turn to Nox and I say, "You said you had a plan. Well, I'm sure it will go well. Inspiration to you, friend." And that's my turn.
Nox.
Okay. I want to just call out to him. Wait, we can help you. It is okay. Like, tell me why. What is the goal, and I will help you do whatever you like.
He looks at you with these fiery little red orbs glowing in his eyes, and he starts pointing the pistol straight at your face. Die, filthy elf. There's
I'm gonna
no
have
way
to talk
you
to
can,
you guys about my brother. And
there's no way that you can persuade him. He absolutely despises you.
That was your plan.
The only reason, do you think, like, the only reason that saved you last turn, Nox, is the fact that you charmed him. Because you're the only elf.
He says the whole action.
That won't consume your action, Nox.
Oh, to talk to him.
Because usually if you try to do like a persuasion check or something in combat, I'd say it's an action, but because it has no chance, I'm just going to say you say that as you're moving towards him as your sort of free action. You've still got your action.
Okay. Well, then I wouldn't have moved there. I'll sidestep a little bit, and I will, You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna chromatic orb this bit.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty,
Yeah, let's.
that hits him.
Lightning damage.
Alright, you send this pearl up into the air and... Or, sorry, not pearl. Little gemstone. And it just starts to crackle. Floats in the air and just storms over towards the elf, and the gemstone lands back in your hand. 17 points of lightning damage. It slams into him like this ball of lightning, and arcs crackle out all over the drow. He seems a little bit phased, but then he sort of just shakes his head, and he's a little bit scorched, but he's not really that scared from that.
Alright.
Sorn.
Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna run up and just try to hack the son of a bitch because I'm pissed. So I can't tell which one is him.
He's over here. You can get up to
Okay.
him with your movement. He went around the corner.
Okay. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take out the battle axe and just go for it.
Alright, he sort of swears at you. You think you're so good there with your good animation, and me with my cartoon drawing. I kill you.
That's what you get when you come from a lesser house.
Oh, I think you've just made it personal. And it's 21. You slam the battle axe into him, swinging it with all of your might, two-handed. To roll damage, hit the battle axe in the chat box.
Yeah. Battle axe in the chat box. Okay.
5 points of slashing damage. It scathes him a little bit. He jumps back out of the way though, and you only put a small incision on his arm.
So 5 plus 5. That's not.
That would have,
No,
if you had a crit, it would have been 5
Oh,
plus 5.
okay. Jesus. Alright. That sucked.
Are you EOT?
EOT.
Pavel.
Alright, I use my entrapted object to take out my short sword, and I just go, not dashing, I want to say sprinting though, but sprinting down the alley, making a quick turn. Wait, how much was that? That's 5, 10, 15, and then it's 10 in order to get between these two, right?
Not to move diagonally. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You can
Did I
just
say
move
15?
diagonal freely.
At the point, 15, 1?
As long
I
as
don't
it's
know.
not
The point
through a
is
wall, then you can move diagonally.
30. Okay. Because even if he gets out, it would be opportunity attack. Okay. I'm gonna swing him my short sword.
Okay.
There you go.
That hits.
Boom. Baby. Baby hit.
Alright, 4 piercing damage. Again, this elf is exceptionally fast, and he still doesn't really look injured at this stage.
Jesus, what is this guy made of? EOT.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, Jesus, how is he not, like, showing damage?
I clicked. Oh, there you go. Cool.
He whispers to you, Sorn. I'm only sparing you for respect for our race. That one is filth though, and he must die. Tell them follow me, and all will die. He fires at you, Nox, and his gunslinger feature does not cause him to have disadvantage, even though he's in melee range with a ranged attack. He misses, and a volley of bullets just spray against the wall.
Are we talking, like, shotgun style? Like, shrapnel?
Yeah, shrapnel comes out. Do not follow me, and he just keeps running off. And he jumps on some
Opportunity.
crates.
What? No opportunity attack?
Yeah, you always get an opportunity attack if he moves out of your
Yes.
threat range.
I will attack him. What do I use my short sword?
Whatever you want to attack him
Whatever
with.
you want.
I use short sword, yeah. Oh fuck.
7 misses.
Never mind, that was-
And so on.
Jesus.
Are you attacking Thorn?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of what I could actually do. How ways?
Well, unless you have Warcaster, the only thing you can do is a single melee attack with your battle axe.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that again.
Big money.
And
Oh no!
Low money.
he is far too quick, and he's out of your reach by the time you
Yeah.
even swing. Wait, it's
Okay.
not your turn.
Yeah.
It was just a reaction, so you don't get to move.
Okay. Okay.
Damn, he's escaping.
Brucel.
Alright, start shooting at him. I won't have aim. I'm good to shoot. I'm good to shoot from back here.
Yep.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Not disadvantage. He has half cover though from
Oh.
Zorn and Pavel. Plus 2 to
Okay.
his AC. Unless you move up.
Yeah, I can do a little jazzy feet. Right there. Firing.
That hits.
Nice.
You hit him
Think.
for 4 piercing damage. Again, it's not really looking too worn down at this stage.
Rough.
Roland.
Alright, I'm gonna run up to here, kind of behind the rest of the party a little bit, and I'll call out to him. What do you call a dwarf with no beard? A fat, ugly elf. And I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh,
Oh, he wasn't ready for that. He died. That was a great joke.
he finds it hilarious, and he falls on the ground, chuckling, kicking his legs, incapacitated
Perfect.
and prone.
I turn to everybody. Alright, fellas, I believe it's time to surround him.
Yeah. I run up
That's my turn.
immediately as soon as I can.
Alrighty, Nox.
That's 15, 20, 25. I want to use rope to bind him as best I can.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Big money.
Alright, you've got him restrained. DC is 20. You quickly tie a note, so some knots around his legs and arm, hog tie him, and he's just chuckling the whole time.
Someone take the blade.
Yeah, I'll. Can I remove him of his weapon?
You can take one, either the gun or the sword.
I'll take the sword. I assume the gun requires a little more effort because I don't know what it is.
Alright. Well, he just dropped him on the ground, so.
Pick up the sword and
It's a
I
scimitar.
motion to everyone else to come over quickly.
Zorn.
Okay. Gonna run up and I'll grab the other objects. I'm sure I don't know what it means, but I'll just grab that.
Okay. Are you gonna do
Um,
something with your action?
No.
Tie him better.
Tie him with more ropes.
Pavel.
Is that possible? And with more ropes?
I'm sure it is.
I mean,
Did you see
I-
him time out more?
Gag him, tie him. I don't care what you do. Just do something that involves restraining him more.
hell yeah, 5, 10, 20. In order to get over him, is that another 10? 30?
Moving through
Yes.
Crete. There's room down here. There's just sort of the awning of the house. You can move around him.
Okay.
Oh
so
yeah, you can
that's
move over him as well. He's incapacitated either way.
Cool. I would like to do the same. No matter, I guess, yeah, hopefully I can add to the DC in order for him to not escape. So I'd rather tie. I want to tie him up with more rope.
Sure.
I
You
thought-
can't really add to the DC, but you can like just grab him or something and hold
Oh
him.
yeah, then grapple then.
All right. I'm gonna break
Maybe
initiative
Yaz
because
back.
actually, I'm gonna give him a saving throw, and then we're gonna see what happens.
Well, can I make the grapple in order to make it harder?
Yeah, you can grapple him. You just make an athletics check. He automatically fails. 'Cause he's
Just tickle him.
incapacitated.
Yes. Hey. DC's
Grapple.
13.
Yep, you've got him. Stacks on. Stacks on
You
draft.
got him. Bravo. You got him. Good boy.
Yeah.
Good shit, guys. Good shit, Roland.
All right, now we're good. Oh, okay.
He might stop laughing. We'll see what he does.
All right. Hit the EOT button, please.
Oh, sorry about that. I completely forgot.
Okay. So I'm just gonna make the wisdom save for the drow. But at the start of this round, 2 watch come running down the alleyway.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I'm gonna break initiative.
I'll
you guys
I'll
have got
hold. I'll
Stone
hold
ball.
concentration as long as I can.
Okay.
So the full minute.
Two city watch, and have come in, and one of the orc bodyguards is with them. Dash them! Hold! They start walking in. Down arms! Oh!
My friends,
Put my battle
put the weapons down. The city watch is here.
Down
We can
arms!
now
Someone
really
talk
quick-
truth now. Explain what's happening.
Oh, I had no weapons.
What's
I-
this?
I can.
What's
I
this?
can
2
talk
drow
to you.
elves?
No. My friends,
one
my
that's
friends.
hogtied.
Come to me. I can explain everything to you.
Talk truth now. What is it, boy? What is going on here? This orc said that this man, he was attacked down the alley. We've got 1 dead body. Who's responsible for this then? Someone's in a lot of trouble. That's a serious penalty. Murder it is.
I point over to the captured drow and be like, the unfortunate sap we have here, hogtied, is the culprit of the murder. We saw him enact the murder and gave chase to make what would equate to, I guess, a citizen's arrest. And as you see, we have captured him relatively unharmed. For the lawful judgments that you would procure.
Make a persuasion check. All right then. We'll take it from here then. We'll have you questioned. Just wait till the sergeant gets here. And you, drow. And he takes out his truncheon. Stop resisting arrest.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Just beats the shit out of the drow.
Can I call out police brutality for a second? Like, damn.
This drow is no good. He deserves it. He's a murderer. And we gotta make sure he's not going to escape.
Oh,
I put
Stop
my hand up on
resisting!
Thorn and just say, dude, it's not you, man. I promise, it's not you.
He just beats the shit out of the drow.
I take a step back to try to just alleviate the situation. Put my battle axe. My battle axe is still on the ground, so I just walk away from it.
Was I still holding the guy when he was getting beat the shit out of?
Listen, well, I don't know, that's up to you, but
Yeah,
he's
that's messed up.
just he knocks the drow out. He doesn't go excessive, but well, you can tell this guy had a bit of an anger issue. He's sort of breathing heavy. All right then, listen, this is all a mess here, and we're going to get Sergeant Staggart here. Listen, it's the end of our shifts, and this is the last thing we need. The more of yous we have, the more paperwork we gotta fill out here. So I'm giving you a chance now to just leave right now.
I
And
want
we'll
to tap.
forget your faces.
I want to tap Roland really quick and be like, make a scene, make a scene, make a scene.
I will have to ask though. Any evidence you'll need to leave behind. Otherwise, that is withholding evidence, and that is a serious crime that can incur a 200 dragon fine here in Waterdeep.
Can we just check it out, believe it?
What's what constitutes evidence, sir?
Oh, any murder weapon for starters, or taking any item around from away from the scene of the crime.
Can we just look at it?
I'm afraid if you want to stick around here, then this is going to be a long and painful night for you all, and you'll have to appear in the magistrate's court tomorrow morning.
I get to roll back.
Soren, quickly give a good look. Make a perception check of the gun, the flintlock gun, for discernible sigils, signs, and/or markings.
You look at it. It's definitely a strange contraption. Make an investigation check, Pavel.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you got no idea what it. Well, Sorn, you don't have any idea what it is. Pavel, yeah, you sort of realize that it's some sort of Lanternese invention. From Lantern is basically this small island off the peninsula of Chult, where they worship Gond, and the wizards there have this advanced technology. It seems like some sort of construct or clockwork construction from Lanternese wizards. You're not really sure how to operate it, but it seems like you just, point and pull the trigger. There are no obvious markings, though, affiliated with either the Xanatarum, Xanathar, or any other faction.
Out of curiosity, if I wanted to try and I don't want to say like scour the individual, but I want like maybe just be like, hey, because is he still technically charmed?
No, that wore off a while ago, and he's unconscious now, and
okay.
They're telling you not allowed to stand near the body anymore. They're telling you it's a crime scene now. So
let's bounce.
Standard rules apply. I mean, there's nothing you could try and like pocket it if you want like something, but if you get caught, then it's a very serious crime. At least 200 dragons, and 10 days hard labor.
No, I dropped the short sword he had carried,
and even though you've obviously committed a few crimes here yourselves, brandishing weapons, maybe disruption of the peace, the guards are willing to overlook it if you just leave quickly.
The good deed.
And you've satisfied the requirements for the mission, because all you need to do is find out who was doing it. You didn't need to like capture them or kill them or stop them or anything. You just need to know who it was. A drow, a male drow. And you've got a good look at his face and whatnot. I mean, look at that face. It's not very hard to memorize.
It's such a descriptive face.
Yeah.
Looks like a little wuss.
Stop!
Anime face.
As far as drows go, I've seen much more handsome drow.
I look back to whatever the contraption was, and it piqued my curiosity intensely. But I sadly walk away.
Well, you weren't going to pry it from my fingers, I can tell you that. If we were going to keep it, that was sticking with me.
I will give you all my money if we were to keep it. All that I have right now. All 13 gold I have.
Alright, so you guys are probably pretty exhausted now, and you can head back to Troll Skull Alley and take a long rest. Just everyone cross off another 2 nib each for the Dre home.
Okie dokie.
And,
I'll play a little traveling tune on the way home.
And
It's
so
terrible.
I know you weren't here last session, Sorn, so you can claim like a room in the Manor. It was the reward for Volo. So I'm just going to go over to the map, and we'll take a quick breather in a second. But before we do that, I just want you to point out to me which is your room.
Alright, let me...
It's so 4 stories. You've got the attic here. I see some people already claim rooms. There's a lot of bedrooms on the 2nd floor. The bottom floor is basically the tap house, and
I wanted this one. Can't click it.
I'm just gonna take that small spare room. I don't need anything, extravagant. compared to the other guys because I'll just be meditating for 4 hours and being a paladin. Don't really need any of that stuff, so
Of course.
I'll take
Alright.
the small.
And Camden has actually cleaned up all of the graffiti, and he's killed some of the rats when you guys have come home. So everyone take a long rest, and you wake up the next day. It is the 4th day now of Myrtle. So when you wake up, Sorn,
Yep.
there is a man just hanging out the window of your room, just sort of like legs crossed, sitting on the windowsill, like looking over you, eating an apple. Just watching
Okay.
you when you wake up. Advertising whatever resources that you've had, any discounts that you've got, any with some of the factions or some of like maybe the ale that you've procured, or a number of things can determine that bonus. Also, you can perhaps invest some money into some assets, a better bar, some furnishings, a centerpiece, whatever you want. There's a area there for assets and upgrades as well. What the article is, let's say that you head down into Undermountain and you procure this beautiful elven throne that is said to be left by the Illithar elves 2,500 years ago. It's quite a spectacle. You have that out in the tap room, and boy, people are amazed, and some people come just to see it. That will increase the roll as well. It's a passive income that you'll get every 10 day. There's also a handout for downtime activities. This is only the downtime activities summarized in the PHB. There are many more options in the Xanathar's Guide. So it's just something that's there as an option. There's also lifestyle expenses, but I don't think we need to worry about that too much because you're basically paying for everything anyway. Apart from food, you've got your accommodation, you're paying for your transport. You guys probably should be crossing off rations every day at least, so cross off a ration, everyone, unless you're buying food. Of course, it's not always nice to eat rations all the time. So you guys wake up the next day and it's another beautiful spring day in Waterdeep, and Sorn, you've got someone just sitting on your windowsill.
It's weird.
You back, right?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
So there's this this human man. He wears a turned up black leather hat.
His name is Inigo Montoya. He is looking for the six-fingered man.
Close.
He's wearing this fedora and he's got a black eye patch on. He's got this fluffy black sort of scarf on almost, and these fine black leather garments, quite tight pants. And he's just there lazily chilling out on your windowsill watching you sleep. You're awoken by the crunch of an apple, or watching you maybe not sleep while you're just sort of meditating a bit, or
Yeah.
I think elves can sleep if they want to, but you don't have to. Anyway,
Yeah. Just another way we're superior.
he comes in at some time when everyone else is not awake, basically. And
Yeah.
my word, Sorn, did anyone ever tell you that you snore when you meditate?
I've been known to have a deviated septum and have issues with that. Yes, I've been told that.
Oh, good. Man, I could hear it from all the way down in the dock ward. I guess you're wondering who I am. And he jumps down off the windowsill. He's got this flashy looking rapier with him as well.
Nice. Yes,
Oh, yes,
that would
she's
be.
a beauty, isn't she?
Yes, I am. I'm a fan, but I recently have switched towards a bigger weapon at this point. But I did used to dabble in that myself.
Ah, yes. It's not the size of it that matters, Thorn. It's how you use it.
Yeah, unfortunately I've been told that numerous times.
Yes, I'm not talking about our weapons either, Thorn.
Yeah.
I'm talking about our manhood.
Yeah. I can tell by those tight pants that I have one up on you.
Ooh.
Well, that is a competition that I would like to see the result of one day, Thorn. But not today. JB
Yes, how
never
can I
got
help you?
at your service. I've been watching you for a few days, Thorn.
Yeah, I do kind of stick out.
And I have been giving you some... you do stick out. I get it. I've been giving you some serious consideration.
Okay. And what would that entail?
I would like to welcome you into Bregendarth, if you would so accept. We select only drow and allow them into our faction.
Really?
I come on behalf of my master, the name of
Why?
which I cannot reveal to you.
Interesting. Why only drow? I mean, we're not very loved around here. Besides the one famous person that seems to get all the credit for everything any drow has ever done.
Let's just say our leader has a soft spot for drow.
Interesting that you say that, because last night we came across a drow slashing the throat of a half-elf. Never got to find out why that happened. Does that have anything to do with your little posse that you have going on?
Perhaps a renegade. Yes, he got what is coming to him. And I can assure you he is no longer affiliated with us, my good man. Apple?
Sure.
He just gives you like his half-eaten apple. There you are.
I take a bite. I find the other side of the bite marks.
Don't worry. You can't catch something you've already got, my good man. Now, if you want to join us, you will have to complete a treacherous mission in way of initiation. Do you understand this, Thorn?
Is it just me or are you breaking up?
Oh, was I breaking up?
No.
He sort of says, do you understand this, Thorn? This is a dangerous mission.
I would like to know more about the group before I decide on even, contemplating. What exactly do you guys do? Why would I want to join you?
Well, for starters, you would be with your own kind.
Well, if I wanted to be with my own kind, I wouldn't have left Underdark and came to a foreign land.
Your brothers, I mean. Were you pushed out by your matron mother? And are you tired of being belittled by the females that think they're so much better than us? I mean, as a whole.
I will say that Mommy Dearest was a little overbearing, yes.
Ah, yes. Well, there's more where this came from, and he gives you this little black pouch with 10 dragons in it. Much more.
Right.
Perhaps that would garner your interest.
You had me more when you talked about the Brotherhood, but thank you. I will definitely pocket this and use it wisely.
Very well then. I will give you a task. If you complete it, I will take it as a sign that you wish to join us. I'd like you to steal a silk handkerchief from a Waterdeep noble, and give it to a tiefling girl who lives in a crate.
Okay.
You can find her on the corner of Net Street and the Dock Street, by the wharf. So long. And he just like jumps out the window. Ow!
Cool.
Ow!
Okay.
That's a bit of a drop. You see him just like walking off down the street now.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, if it's in the middle of the night, I guess I just continue to eat and finish my apple, and then if I need to, I go back and meditate, or if not, just clean up after yesterday. Tidy the room up before he wakes up.
And that is your faction mission if you wish to undertake that. And everyone else wakes up now, a time later.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Interesting stuff.
each of you have been approached by a faction now,
You call us Raft Thunder Knox?
mostly. So, it's a nice, bright, new sunny day in Waterdeep. What do you guys want to do?
I'd like
Farm?
to repair the tavern.
Oh,
I say we head north of the farm. Got to get some
Yeah.
pumpkin soup.
Get some fresh air,
I
guys.
forgot about that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hopefully we can go through Undercliff. Hopefully we can go back home.
Well, let's be honest for a second. So the thing in the farm, Brucel, did you inform us of this, or are you just saying, "Hey, let's go do this"?
Oh yeah. I would tell you guys. I wouldn't drag you guys into a sticky situation.
Okay.
So scarecrows.
On our way out, I would just want to drop a note to, like, I'll write a private letter to the what's the name?
Candon.
Devil
Oh, the
Star
ghost.
Song? Is that how you say his name?
DeVille.
DeVille Star Song. I'll just write like a private note to him. And how would I even?
The yawning portal, maybe.
You'll have to ask yourself that question.
Via the yawning portal. I'll just be like, oh wait, what's the orc's name?
Yagra.
Yeah, I'll write a note to Yagra and say, hey, please pass along to Senor Star Song to that the problem's been alleviated.
Okay. You go and see Yagra. And so you drop by the yawning portal in the morning. I presume, before you guys head out.
Sure, I can do that. Yep.
Alright, costs off 4 nib for the dray there and back. And you actually find Yagra there. She's there even though it's quite early. She's still drinking. And she sort of says to you, good job. Good job. You did well. And you put that drow scum behind bars. Another win for us. So, Nox, welcome to the Zentarum.
I would say thank you, Zenora. Thank you very much. I must admit, putting him behind bars was not my ultimate goal, but you know, as long as he is no longer killing the elf kind, all things are good, I guess.
Yeah. I don't need your whole life story, alright? Now, if you want to join us, then you gotta get a tattoo of a flying snake on your arm somewhere. You can meet the dwarven tattooers in the trades ward, and if you want any more missions, you best be getting that tattoo. Don't worry, it's paid for by the Zents. Welcome aboard.
No worries. I will rectify this by day's end.
Yeah. We'll contact you when we need your help. It might be a while. We'll see how things go. Oh yeah, by the way, you're a Feng. It's the lowest ranking of Zentarum. And when my page finally reloads, I'll be able to update that for you. So when you guys complete missions for your factions, you gather renown. At the moment, you guys are all on 1. Everyone starts on 1. Unless you're a faction agent, basically, already before in your backstory. So, for completing that mission, you got 1 renown. And the more missions you do, the more renown you gather, and the more services the Zentarum may lend you. And the harder the missions get, and the more renown you can gather as you work your way up the ranks. So, at the moment you're a Feng. You've got 2 renown, and it's taken me like forever to load my page.
Actually reminds me. I gotta
okay.
talk to.
It's okay, Seb. We all have performance issues.
Blame the laptop, or computer, whatever PC you're using.
Are you saying Fang as in F-A-N-G?
Yes, that's the rank. It's the lowest rank of Zentarum, Feng.
Okay.
But yeah,
Just,
you complete the mission, so you've got 2 renown now.
Just to kind of get this over with, while we were walking there, Soren relays his experience from the previous night, so they all know what's going on.
Okay.
I'd also
Okay.
like to speak to.
Yes.
Yeah. I might as well join you because actually I want to talk to Rousseau about how it was in the watch because I was offered a position in the Order of the Gauntlets. And all that other stuff. I'm interested, maybe it could be an advantage, maybe not, I don't know.
Well, I think the Order of Gauntlets are much more. They're a little more City Watch, I think. I'm not too.
They are
They're like
affiliated with the City Watch, and mainly with the Griffin Cavalry. But members of the Order of the Gauntlet are City Watch as well. They're not the City Watch, but many members of the Order of the Gauntlet are. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, Rousseau would think that they're like. They're good. It's good people in there. Good people who
Okay.
joined the Order of the Gauntlet.
That kind of sways my decision, Pavel's decision a little bit. Like, okay, good people, that's good.
From what I've heard, they are a noble group of individuals, as they.
Yeah. Also, you might get to ride a griffin.
What's a griffin?
You know, a winged
Griffin
beast.
is
The front half of an eagle, the back half of a lion.
Remember we
There's
saw it right in
the-
front of the bar?
Yeah, right for our old house. That.
Oh,
Is that
yeah. I remember. Yeah. The things that fly. Those things. Those weird looking things.
Yes.
Did we sell our old house? That old one?
You guys haven't.
That's a good
You
question.
guys still have it. You haven't sold it.
Good.
So, there's your information. You've got 2 renown. Your contact is Devil Starsong, and you'll get your missions delivered by flying snakes.
Nice.
And as you guys get initiated, completing your first quests, you'll be also receiving those updates to your handouts. Of course, you don't have to join the factions. Don't feel obligated. Maybe it's just not your cup of tea. So you guys are going to head over to a men's farm now.
Yep.
Sure.
Alright, you may as well walk because drays don't go into the field ward lest their wheels be stolen and the horses themselves, and most likely the people robbed if they loitered around. So you walk up the high road and you start to approach the field ward.
Hmm.
And immediately a couple of the guards sort of chuckle at you guys, some of the gate guards, as you enter. Immediately you just see this drastic change. There are no real roads, they're just mud flats. All of the houses are squalid hovels, missing roofs. There are shanty towns, people just sleeping all over the street, sick people, thugs, vagabonds, and it's luckily a quick journey out through the north gate. No one tries to mess with you guys though, because it's quite obvious that you're adventurers.
Good.
And you head out onto the high road and walk down to a men's farm. It is a long day. Luckily, it's not too hot though. But you guys are basically going to be walking the whole day if you're going by foot, unless you wanted to like hire horses or something.
What would be the cost of hiring horses?
All right, there's a couple of stables at these small stations, not too far away from the north gate, outside of the outer wall. And to hire a horse, let me take a look. If you want to just hire some horses for the day and bring them back, well, first of all, you can buy a horse for 75 dragons, or you can hire one each for 2 gold per day.
Woof. Can one horse carry more than one person?
No, not for that sort of travel. Not with all of your gear, unless you're like a halfling or something. They're not made to carry people for that long.
A noble paladin would start off with first, correct?
So you're coming through really quietly there.
A noble paladin, that would the horse would it? I'm assuming not.
Sorry. No, you don't get a horse as your starting equipment. I think you can get like fired steed or something.
Hey, you can make a sale if you don't ask.
You can get it when you're higher level.
Okay.
So okay, gentlemen, do we just hoof it for the day?
I don't mind hiring some horses. It's only 2 gold.
You say that, but 2 gold's actually a lot right now.
Alright,
but
we'll hoof it.
Yeah, honestly, we need to save money.
There might be some horses at this farm, to get loose from the ranch.
Yeah, like I'm a game for walking, but I wasn't gonna like be that guy that's like, hey, everybody, I can't afford the ride.
Alright, you guys walk and you arrive around these farmsteads and hamlets at night time. Everyone cross off a ration as well. It was a hike. You're walking for 8 hours, but for adventurers, it's not too tough. And a lot of the locals are scared. You go basically knocking at some doors and start to get some direction, start to paint a bit of a scene, and they point you towards a particular ranch called the Delmon Ranch, and they say that all of the horses there have been killed.
Oh damn!
And the proprietors fled. They said that they found their horses dead, and these horrible living scarecrows attacked the horses, and they took their children and ran. You guys,
Wait, multiple? Like more than one?
that's what they said.
Oh, okay.
And they ran in terror. So it's very, very dark as you guys make your way through the roads and all of the fields, which are mostly producing wheat. There are no like lights or anything, and it's so pitch black. However, there's an amazing, dazzling constellation of stars above you all. It's kind of nice being out here in the country, away from the hustle and bustle. However, you start to see the dark formations of the ranch take form. A barn, a forge, and a house enclosed by a 10-foot high wooden fence. It is dark, so I'm going to move on to a map, and you guys can tell me what sort of light sources you'd like to have.
I'll just be using my dark vision.
Okay.
If I have to
Dark
move
vision
on.
as well.
Alright, even with your dark vision,
What to say?
So
let
pretty
me
dark.
actually, this is not scaled, right? That's why.
I turn to Nox and say, but my dark vision is superior to your dark vision.
Yeah, those of you with regular dark vision,
That's right. You're drowned.
it is it's just you're still a little bit sort of unnerved, because basically there are just open fields around you, and you can only still see 60 feet away. Sorn, you're a lot more comfortable. In fact, you're in your element at night. So here is the gates of the barn of the ranch. There's the barn here, and as you walk near it, you smell the smell of death permeating out of the barn. There is an abandoned-looking forge here with furnishings sort of in the open doorway, and other bits of detritus just piled up. It looks abandoned, and the attached house over to the north, and there are many scarecrows standing around. There is one immediately in the front gate, and at the front of the outer gate, and one at the actual gate itself. There is a 10-foot wide set of double wooden doors that gain access into the ranch, and there are scarecrows plotted about a half a dozen or more inside the actual ranch themselves. You can see through these gaps in the fence.
We gotta kill every scarecrow, guys. They disguise themselves.
I can't see, so I'm going to turn on a torch.
Alright, you strike up a torch. Oh man. I have to reload my page again.
No worries.
Rips it.
There's a glitch with Roll20 where, for some reason, randomly, I just can't edit a token anymore until I reload my page.
Oh yeah, that happened to me the other night.
Yeah, I've sent in a bug report as well.
I never fix it.
Oh, I gotta actually send them a full-on log of my browser and blah 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 and all this other shit. When even though it was acknowledged that that glitch happens with another mod. Anyway. So, I will light your torch for you in a second there. Is everyone else good for light sources?
Yes.
So far,
Yes.
yes.
How do you think we should approach these scarecrow guys? Let's talk game plan. Should we just gank every single one we see?
Well, as you said, the problem is the scarecrows themselves. They've come to life. I would imagine we need to slay the golems as they come at us.
Fire, obviously.
Alright, so there are a lot of scarecrows. All of them a little bit different. Some of them have like sackcloth heads. Some of them have pumpkins for heads. Some of them are made to look like women. And some of them have, like one of them has a metal bucket on his head. All different sorts. Each one unique.
The door in front of me, is it closed or open?
The gate is ajar.
Ooh.
It's just these heavy set double wooden doors 10 feet high, sort of supported by an arch attached to the outer fence, the wall of which is also 10 feet high, surrounding the property.
I want to wave everybody up and be like, we need to move in quickly, quietly, trying to get the best spots to alleviate the situation. Yes?
They're everywhere,
But
but we'll try.
I can't be sneaky because I have a torch around.
Yeah, I could probably side the other up. Knox could go the other way. Is he back yet? Sorry.
I'm back.
Okay.
There's one, you see like the gate ajar, and as you like get closer to it and peer into it, you actually see a scarecrow just right in the middle of the entryway, just standing there looking at you with this pumpkin head with
I bet
eyes
you
carved
that
out
thing's
of it.
alive.
Somebody got a good shot with an arrow.
Yeah.
A nice target practice and a pumpkin head.
Yeah. Should I?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty good too. Both good. You want to take
Alright.
a shot or so?
I'll take a shot at the pumpkinhead.
It reminds you of shooting at an armor stand when you're training with your bow, and you hit it with the arrow, and the arrow just sticks straight into its straw body.
Oh.
I'm gonna move forward and only push the door open just enough so I can slide through and past him.
I'm going to suggest and yell out to the group that piercing weapons might not do any damage to this entity.
Oh, buddy, all guys piercing.
Alright, you slip past the scarecrow, and its head just falls off as soon as you touch it, knocks, and the pumpkin falls on the ground and breaks.
I do believe a few of these are not what we think they are. I think a number of them are probably just set up to be diversions.
My question is, do scarecrows come to life on their own? Maybe we need to be looking for something else.
Yeah, I
Come on
think
in, guys.
once it's animated, I think set. But yeah, it's something obviously.
Pablo and Soren, are you guys going to stay out there?
I don't know if you guys want me to go in because of the torch, but at least I can probably burn them up real quick with just this. Just, you know.
I think you should, like, I don't know, line up any of the fake one.
You want me to light up the fake one?
Bebel, no.
No, not in front of this door, though. That's sorry.
No, just come on in. Your light will be, if nothing else, a blessing to all of us.
Okie dokie.
I want to look that, like, kind of down the well. Is there anything in there?
It just goes down to darkness. There's a wooden winch set up here and a bucket. Very, very deep well. Cuts out beyond your dark vision.
The move is so easy. We should check these guys out before we get surrounded.
Moving forward, Seb, do I see anything abnormal?
You can make a perception check to pan the area.
Does someone have, like, a detect magic?
Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You do notice that the forge looks disused. Again, there is no, like, door. It's just piled up with junk, broken furnishings, and other detritus. You can smell this very strong scent of death coming from the barn, and the house looks like someone left in a hurry. The door's still open. You can see straight through the house, and there is no sound whatsoever, just the sound of cool wind breezing past your hair in the moonlight.
So, my compatriots, we need to have a little bit of a powwow, if you know what I mean. The smell, the putrefaction, as you say, to the death is wafting from the space at the barn, just south of us. But the house, the door seems ajar. What should we? How should we proceed?
We're here to kill scarecrows.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about just pulling out my short sword and stabbing every scarecrow, see if it's alive or not.
Now, that is a foolish thing, because you know golems and such do not necessarily respond to initial contact. They have triggers. They have moments where they are alive, and then other times they are not.
That's why you burn them.
Hey you! Fuck. You hear something calling you from outside. Hey!
From outside the wall?
To the southeast, back where you guys came from.
Who is it? Speak up.
You look
Come
in
into
the direction
come
and
into
you just
the
see
light.
a single scarecrow just standing there ominously with this sackcloth head.
Oh god, here we go, guys.
That one?
Not that one. It's coming from towards the direction of the barn.
Oh.
Over here! you hear the voice coming from behind you now, towards the
We stay
direction of
together,
the house.
guys. Stay together, Knox.
Oh, that one.
Help me, help me, help me!
You hear another voice
Guess we're
coming
gonna
from the
split up,
direction
I
of the
guess.
forge.
Yeah, that's probably.
Can we not split up, guys?
Please, someone help me! Help me! Please! Trap. I wouldn't go there.
Knox.
It's coming from the
It-
direction of the forge. The pleas for help.
The forge is here.
That's the
there,
barn.
right?
So the forge
Where
is
is
over
the
here.
forge?
Forge is back in here.
With Pebble on my back, can I open up the door of the barn?
Alright, it's ajar, and oh, the smell is god awful. There are maggot-strewn carcasses of horses and cows, their innards torn apart, their entrails lying on a pile of the ground, and rats are feasting on their innards.
Nice.
Oh.
Suddenly, Pavel, you look around as you turn your head. This scarecrow turns his head as well. And he jumps
And
off
this is
his
why I
stilts
came.
at the same time. Two more scarecrows from inside the ranch. They jump off their stilts and they start haphazardly scattering towards you, swinging their sharp claws up in the air in a tumble, straw falling out of their sackcloth bodies, and it's truly frightening. And they start charging towards you all.
This is where we don't split the party.
That's why I came to Knox.
Brucelle, you're up first.
Alright. I'll move up here. And I'll shoot at this one.
Excuse me.
Alright, from there it's 3/4 cover. You're shooting through the fence. It's a 10-foot high fence.
No, which one? No, I'm shooting at this one
Oh,
right here.
sorry, I missed that completely. Alright, you let loose a bolt and that hits. Alright, it sticks into the scarecrow, and suddenly this horrific looking gnarled face turns to like a frown. Oh, you shot me!
Yeah,
And it just rips it out, it barely does anything.
Oh, okay.
It hurts him a little bit, but
Alright, so me being a farmer and all knowing about hay and fire, I take my torch in hand, run over to it, and light it on fire, or try to set it on fire if possible.
alright, make an improvised weapon attack. Torches only do 1 damage though.
How do I make an improvised weapon attack?
It's a straight strength roll without your proficiency bonus, so strength check.
Strength check. Oh, okay, so just click on the strength thing. Just want to test something out.
Alright, you hit him, and it does 2 fire damage to him. He is indeed vulnerable, but the torch, you just hit him with it, it's not enough to sort of catch him on fire, and by all means he doesn't stand there and let you just light him up.
Oh.
He just sort of, he catches on fire a little bit and just sort of pats himself out. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, it's hot!
This might be the worst time to use it, but I'm gonna use Action Surge, and wait, yeah, Action Surge. Use interactive object, take out my short sword, and swing at him.
Alrighty.
Now that I've checked what fire would do and what that would do, right? Short sword. There you go.
Alright, a 12 hits him,
Right, short sword attack.
and
6.
you slice him along his gullet, and all this hay starts to fall out, and he sort of looks down. You got me! What have you done to me? Jokes! And he just starts picking this straw up and stuffing it back in himself, and then just screams in your face. It didn't do a whole lot.
Damn. All right, EOT.
Alright, this one he screams at you with his terrifying glare. Make a wisdom save, Pavel. Boo!
Wisdom save.
Against being frightened.
Wait, wisdom is. Oh, wait, no, I know what
Wisdom
a saving throw.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright, you just look him straight in the face and you don't let him scare you. The scarecrow just jumps off his stilts now and waving his hands around in your face. Ends his turn there. Sorn.
Well, let's see. Pretty far away, huh?
No, I mean, there's one in front of us.
Oh, that one right there. Okay. That's weird. I didn't even see that little bugger. Alright, so I'm gonna run up.
This is the these tokens are the scarecrows.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
They're scarecrows as well, but they're not coming to life and trying to kill you.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so what is my distance? 30 speed. Sorry guys, it's been a couple weeks since I played them.
No problem.
Alright, well I guess I'll run towards him. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then am I able to... Now I'm getting, because I've been playing Pathfinder on Saturdays, I'm getting confused between the two. I know the new Pathfinder's got 3 actions. Just real quick rundown. So if I did a movement, I have 1 action.
No, it's a little bit different in 5e. So there's no like sort of, you just get action, and movement.
Okay.
Movement's not actually considered an action per se. So basically, you can move your movement speed, and while you're moving, you can do an interactive object like draw a sword or throw something, and then you just get your action, which is for you would be attack or cast a spell. You can also smite as well when you hit something, being a paladin.
Okay. Yeah, so while running, I draw my battle axe two-handed at this point still, and I'll just attack with that. I don't really know. With the smite?
It's just something you get to do if you hit, so you don't need to sort of... You don't need to declare that unless you've actually hit.
Gotcha.
And it does 2d8 base with a first level spell slot. Alright, a 10 misses. The scarecrow is just quick enough to just sort of move out of the way. Oh!
That's sad. Okay. Well, there's my action. And EOT.
Alright, the scarecrow sort of dodges you. That's not very nice! Ah! And he comes in at you with these sharp claws that seem to have grown out of the very straw themselves. And it just tries to grab onto you and tear chunks of your flesh away. But he sort of stumbles over with his first attack. Ah, I'm just getting warmed up! And he comes in again and just sort of scratches, does these like hand bats at you. And misses terribly.
Okay.
Roland.
Let's see. 35. I think if I move here. 30, 30, 30. Okay. As I move to there, I take my guitar off my back and I start strumming a real quick song, and I cast Bane on all 3 of those scarecrows.
Alright, that's a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'll go from this one, going clockwise. And...
One makes it.
What's the DC? 13?
13.
Alright, they become
Nice.
baned. They subtract a 1d4 from their attack rolls.
And saves.
And saving throws as well.
Mm-hmm. I'll just throw a quick little, you can do it, Nox!
Alright, the
Light
scarecrows
those sons
start...
of bitches on fires! And then I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Nox.
Alright, the scarecrows start looking down at their hands. Oh! and all the straw just starts turning black and rotting. What have you done to me? I'm a monster!
Say a quick little prayer to Timora. Please be with me. And that's my turn.
Alright. He has a sour look on his face and he runs at you. Timora, die! And he comes in slashing. He misses with the first attack. And let me roll d4. He misses with the second
he
one.
misses.
He just sort of splodges you with this disgusting rotten hay. Just splodges in your face. You have killed me. You did this to me. Nox.
Just to clarify, the little token above the scarecrow next to Pavel means what?
That's their bane.
Okay, cool. Well, take a step sideways, and I will cast Firebolt.
That hits. And he ignites, combusting for 18 fire damage. He just starts screaming, I'm melting! What a wow! Brucel.
Alright,
That's totally homebrew as well, because scarecrows can't speak by the rules.
I like this much better.
Vicious Mockery, the one next to Roland. I'll call him, I don't know, you stick face bugger.
Wait, I am! He takes 2 psychic damage as he just sort of stops to look and ponder his disgusting melting arms. What he really is.
Nice.
Pavel.
Alright. Would my torch count as a second weapon so I can dual wield?
No, but if you really want to, I'll say yes, because, I mean, it's not exactly overpowered or anything, dealing 1 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just want to set him on fire and then slash him. So...
The torch will only
I'll
do 1 fire damage.
That's something. Wait, is the fire damage permanent or no?
No, it's just, if you make a melee attack with a burning torch and hit, it deals 1 fire damage, that's it. It doesn't, like, catch him on fire or nothing.
Oh.
He's straw in appearance, but he's still an actual animated creature. He's no longer an actual scarecrow that's made of straw anymore.
Okay, well, then I'll just attack him with my short sword. That's it then.
You don't want to do dual wield with your hand axe as well?
I mean... Okay, I drop the torch to the ground and use my interrupted object to wield my hand axe into it. No,
You
actually,
can,
not
like,
hand axe.
you can just, like, stick the torch in the ground, and then you don't need to. I'll say you can just stick it in the ground. You don't have to worry about, like, or you can drop it, whatever you want to do.
If I have enough time, I'll quickly stick it in the ground, and not my hand axe. My Wait, actually, I'll take your suggestion. Yeah, I'll take out the hand axe. I have a second short sword, but I think the hand axe, for some reason, it'll be better. So do wield that, and I attack short sword hand axe. Boop,
Alrighty.
and boop.
That hits. Hand axe misses. Alright, you slice him. You don't get a very good hit in though, and it only barely slashes him.
Alright, EOT.
He screeches and tries to claw you back. First attack misses, and second one misses horribly as well, as he's just flurrying his arms around.
Still on fire.
Yeah, trying to put himself out. Son.
Well, I guess I will continue with the battle axe.
And a 9 misses.
Oh, wow.
Scarecrow is just dodging you.
I've hit one thing all night. Even a prone guy in a freaking net.
I missed too. Don't worry, man.
It
I'm a
happens.
paladin. This is the only thing I'm supposed to be able to do.
EO.
Alright, the Scarecrow gives it back, and he starts attacking you. And again, he
Damn.
misses. He's just scratching against your armor. Roland.
Roland takes a good look at the Scarecrow in front of him, just ugh. And I'll take the disengage action, and I'll run over here, and I'll call out and to Soren. My drow friend, you're looking very strong tonight. I know you can do this. And I'll give him a bark inspiration.
Dun-dun.
And,
Sweet.
That's my turn.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Scarecrow runs at you, Roland. Get back here! And as he does, he sort of trips up a little bit, and he looks at you. I'm a real boy! Looks at you, Brousseau, as he says that, and misses. His arm just sort of falls off, and then he sort of just keeps looking at you, doesn't break eye contact, and picks the arm back up, and then just tries to slap you with it. And he slaps you, but it's so soft it doesn't do any damage. And then he just sort of
almost strummed my guitar for me.
shakes his hand a little bit. Knocks.
Careful, he's armed.
Oh.
Bad joke. Bad joke.
Shut up.
Okay. I will just whip out and like lash at it with another firebolt.
And that hits.
Damn.
Oh god.
He just sort of stands there. Give me all that you got! And he opens his mouth and you just put the firebolt into his mouth. All this smoke starts coming out of his mouth. And then he just swallows it. Ah, spicy!
As I move, I'm gonna give him the finger.
He rips his finger off and throws it at you. Brousseau.
His necrotic finger.
Alright. I'm a vicious mockery door in front of me again. I'm gonna be like, that's right, you can't hit nobody. You one-armed freak. Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna show you! If I had sleeves, I'd be rolling them up right about now! If I had arms!
You're dead.
Alright, same thing as before. Double attack! Short sword.
And that hits. And that hits.
Badoop. And badoop.
Alright, you start slicing into him, and the weapons are not very effective. They seem to be highly resilient and magically protected. You're doing a little bit of damage to them, but as much as you slice into their sackcloth bodies, it doesn't seem to do a whole lot.
Jesus Christ. Try burning them, try slashing them, nothing works. Alright, EOT.
Alright, he just jumps on you. I'm gonna bite your face off! And he just tries to, like, gnaw your face. And that misses. And that misses as well.
Damn, that's a lot of crit.
Sorn.
Let's try the battle axe again.
Wow.
And that hits.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright, slashing.
You slice him, and again, your non-magical weapon is not that effective.
Yeah.
You're paladin?
Do you want to
Paladin.
smite him?
Sure. What does that entail again?
So you use a spell slot, and it does an extra 2d8 radiant damage.
Even though I have no spells at first level.
Second level. Or second level.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't roll up because I was gone.
Oh.
I stayed at first.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
You need to level up, bro.
You should be level 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll obviously do that before our next session.
Okay.
Let's just keep me at 1 for now. Then I don't think that's fair. But I'll
sure.
I'll level up for the next one. I appreciate
Sorry,
it.
I did post it in the Discord. I should have mentioned to you again. But yeah, you can level up to level 2.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed you just meant those guys. So
No.
no problem.
I don't ever incur any penalty for if you miss a session and experience points. Everyone's always on the same
Okay, sounds good.
even playing ground. All right,
Appreciate it.
the scarecrow, he's gonna claw at you back, and that hits for 7 slashing damage. Make a wisdom save against being frightened. He just grabs onto you. You should have leveled up.
Okay.
Alright, and it is horrifying. You become frightened, and then he just sort of looks at you, just pumps his chest.
Paladin afraid of a scarecrow.
Not even worth my time! And he starts
you could
trouncing over to Roland and provokes an
Was it too late to for him to roll his bardic inspiration for that? Too late now.
No, he can use it if you want. It might change what the scarecrow is going to do, though.
That's fine.
Alright, he provokes from you, Sorn, and he comes over to Roland.
So what that inspiration is, just give me a plus something for the wisdom save?
Yeah, D6.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can roll a 1d6 and add it onto your saving throw, if you want.
Okay.
Hey, that's enough.
Alright, you make it, and then the scarecrow
Thank
swings
you.
at you again,
That's fine. I'd rather be attacked than run away.
and he hits you, and you go down.
Okay.
And now he moves over to Roland.
Roland just is like, oh shit. Action to disengage again. I'm running around the whole fight. Just running around playing my guitar. And as I go by you, Sorn, I do a quick crescendo with what I'm playing, and I'll bonus action cast Healing Word.
Nice.
Alright, also you need to adjust your hit points, Sorn. You're still on.
Yeah. Alright. What, I'm a -2 plus
You
whatever
don't go to negative though, you just stay at
Okay.
0 in 5e.
Okay.
Pathfinder.
But now you're on 7, so you're back up.
Right.
You're just prone, that's all.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Alright, the scarecrow just chases you, Roland. Get back here!
I can already imagine it.
Did you have your rapier out, Rousseau?
No, I didn't actually.
You can Legolas him and try and stab him with an arrow as an improvised
Okay.
weapon, if you want. Alright, you try to stab at him, and you just stab him in the back with the arrow, and he just keeps running, throwing his arms up and around in the air. Get back here, you! Give me that guitar! I'll show you! I'll give you a rift!
Oh, he's gonna hurt. He's gonna get me either way.
That hits you for 8 slashing damage. Make a wisdom save.
I mean, you have to just subtract the 4 off the D4.
No, my
Oh, is
AC
that low?
is terrible.
That's it.
Oh no. I
And
have leather armor I can give you.
he hits you again, and
Yeah, I
Go
go
down.
down.
and he grabs your guitar. Mine! He starts just strumming it. Knocks.
What the fuck did I just watch?
This other scarecrow is like, hey, I feel a bit better now.
Oh no.
And then he just sort of, next to you, Pavel, he just starts sort of, and then 2 arms burst out of his shoulders. Ah!
Jesus.
He regenerates his arms.
And I'm going to
Piccolo
fire
style.
him one more time.
And that hits.
Big money.
Big money. Oh.
For 4 fire damage, you just like firebolt his arm that just grew back, and it's like burning a wick. It just burns right back down, and he sort of just gives you this like look like, please. But he's still standing, and as sarcastic as they are, they're very deadly.
They're tough.
They're
Who's
tough
Al?
as hell.
Ah, jeez. Further away. Kind of like when I leave out this gate, kind of like leave it like wide open,
Sure.
so I can still like shoot through it.
Yeah.
I should do that. Move back here and shoot at the one next to Roland.
That hits. And you stick the quarrel into him. He just turns his head 180 degrees.
Now
And
action surge.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that's why I just stuck, sucker.
And
Yeah, you do it.
he just turns his head back 180 degrees. Pavel.
Alright. Pavel says to this scarecrow, I usually say this to living things, but why won't you die? And short sword and hand axe attack.
Short sword misses, hand axe hits. And you slice him with all of your might. And
Get
he's
some, Pavel.
still just hanging on.
Jesus!
Barely.
I know.
Any magic. More magic.
And he
Yeah,
starts
just
like,
doing that.
he like reaches down, picks up his like scarecrow hand off the ground, and he like cracks the knuckles of it, and then throws it away.
Oh god.
And then he just comes in to headbutt you. And that misses. And then he just sort of falls on you and starts gnawing into your arm. Ah! For 9 slashing damage. Make a wisdom
Ooh.
save.
You barely made my AC. Hold up, wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
Alright, and big money.
And you are not
Yes.
frightened.
Cool.
The money is good.
Okay,
So,
let me subtract 9 health.
so standing up takes half your action. Sorry, half your movement. 15 feet.
You got lay on hands, right?
You are still frightened until the end of the Scarecrow's next turn. Oh wait, which Scarecrow was it?
I think he's the one up top.
Yeah,
This one.
he hasn't had his turn yet.
So helping
Now-
your friend Roland for killing that scarecrow, the scarecrow next to Roland would not be against the frightened condition.
Alright,
You good,
so
Soren?
are you there?
Okay. Yep. So I was prone just for 1 round after that, after the heal, or can I do an action now?
Yep, so you were
Okay.
prone, standing up takes half your movement. You're still
Okay.
frightened, so you can't move closer to that Scarecrow, and your attacks have disadvantage.
I passed the frightened
Oh yes,
saving
that's right,
throw
you
when
did.
I had the bard.
You did, that's right, you used the Bardic Inspiration, so you're not frightened. Ignore
Yeah,
that.
it was a jamming song. It just pushed me over the top. So I don't care. There's no way I'm gonna not attack a freaking scarecrow. That's just inherently wrong.
Somewhere in the
And that
background,
hits.
I Need a Hero is playing in the background.
Yes, yes. Nice. Yeah. All right.
What do you think I was playing?
I don't know. So 15.
Low
You
fight.
get 11, but yes, 11 hits.
Oh, why? What's the +4 then with the 15 to the right?
That's if you had advantage.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 d20
Oh,
rolls
that's
there.
crap.
Well, you hit him,
All right.
and yeah, you should level up to level 2 because this encounter is not balanced for a level 1 character.
Okay.
You could cost the whole party like a TPK, basically.
Okay.
Don't worry, I have second wind.
If Seb is saying that out loud, do it.
Yeah, I would
Just
say
you-
that you should
just
level
call
up
it
to level
Scarecrows
2
are
because
Me and Bristol have second wind. We'll be fine.
you should be smiting these scarecrows. Because
Okay. All right.
The only
let me,
people that can really hurt are him and Nox.
so
how
then,
about you how about you just roll a smite on top of that? Just do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I agree.
2d8. Roll the
That
smite.
would be.
It's 2d8, not
Okay.
D6.
Oh, 2d8. Okay.
yes, 2d8 radiant damage.
Oh, jeez.
4
Oh,
radiant.
no.
We still got one more spell slot, but
Okay.
you do burn through that scarecrow a bit. You can
Alright.
go ahead and level up and apply your hit points, and
Okay.
it'll automatically apply your spell slots. It'll only take. You can literally do it in between turns.
All right. Sounds good. I'll do it now.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna keep this combat moving. So the scarecrow is gonna attack back,
Oh,
and he slashes you 2 times, Thorn, and you go down. And then he runs after Brucel.
Okay.
what's up?
Roll
So
it.
13.
Yeah, you're on 0.
That's a failure.
Roll and you fail a death save, and
Well, how many hit points would I have gone up if I was second level?
it'll be 6 plus your
Okay.
Constitution modifier.
Not enough to counteract the 13 damage you just took.
I had 7 plus 6, 13, and my Constitution is +1, so I would have had 14 hit points.
Yeah, so you have 1 hit point left.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so make an opportunity attack then against the scarecrow.
Okay.
I'm not down yet.
Sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once now.
Yeah,
Any
that's
reason why
gonna
you use
miss.
two-handed? I mean, one-handed?
Oh, did it move it? Damn it.
Anyway,
I hit
an
the wrong
8's a miss.
box. Okay.
Alright, this scarecrow is going to see you there, Nox, and he just sort of sticks his thumbs where his ears should be and pokes out this hay tongue, and he just blows you a raspberry. Make a wisdom save against being frightened.
Does my Fey ancestry give me advantage?
Against being frightened? I don't think so.
Just charmed.
Charmed.
Okay, now I'm
yeah,
trying to get scared.
charmed and magically put to sleep.
Hey, there we go.
You resist. And then he gets here and I'm gonna gnaw your face off! He attempts to climb the fence, but he can't. He just jumps, and he just looks through the slit in the gate, like ogles you with his eyeball. I can see you.
I'm actually scared.
Nox.
Oh no, this is bad.
Finish off one Pablo's fighting.
I'm going to actually switch tactics a little bit, and I'm going to throw a chromatic orb at the one in front of Brucel. Fire damage.
And that
Oh,
hits.
yeah. Come on, big money.
Oh, failing damage.
12 points of fire
Right.
damage, that hits him, and he screams as he starts to combust, but he's still standing.
That's some of the lowest rolls I could roll out of a 3d8.
Aren't you a sorcerer? Oh no, what type of sorcerer though?
Draconic.
Don't you have like
Draconic.
meta magic or something?
Not yet. Not so. I can like at level 2 I can burn to like create new spell slots, but I can't actually do things yet.
Oh, you didn't get Empower spell?
No, that's it. You don't get any of that until level 3.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
Come on, Seb. What are you?
Rousseau.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a net at this dude in front of me. At disadvantage, right?
How many nets do you have?
Actually, I brought 4 more before we left town.
Alright.
They're only 1 GP. They're 1 GP each.
Go for it.
So, like, YOLO.
You're the net guy. And
yeah.
that hits. You net him.
Strange sucker.
He's restrained. And he just looks at you. Don't leave me, Bruxelles.
Nah.
Don't leave
Alright.
me.
Instead of this time attacking usually twice, I'd rather live so I can fight another day. So I use my second wind to heal myself as my bonus action. 7.
Nice.
Good roll.
And then, just to do it right now, I'll use my short sword to attack.
Nice.
That hits. And
Nice.
you jam the short sword straight through the mouth of the scarecrow. And he just
Finally!
No
breaks
one talks
apart.
too much.
Congratulations.
The first kill.
God. The first kill of this fucking fight. Oh my god. Alright, can I get you one? EOT, there you go.
Oh, you can move too. You want?
Oh, no, I don't care. Oh, damn, I should have. That's fine. I don't care.
Son.
You should.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one's restrained. If you attack him, you have advantage.
Okay.
And he's a lot more injured as well than the other scarecrow.
So you're saying I have a chance?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Suddenly Sorn just realizes he's learned so much in this just short combat encounter, and he's the gods
Nice.
are looking
Level 2 now.
out for him, and they've gifted him with divine power. That hits.
Okay. Okay. Yay.
Divine
So
Smite.
yeah, because it's advantage, you take the higher of the two now, which is the 16, and that's
And then 2d8.
not a whole lot of slashing damage, but you throw a smite into that, and as he's there, he's like just grabbing onto Brucel's foot, like kissing his boots. Please, Brucel, please. And you just slice him straight in half. The radiant fire splits him into 2, and
Nice.
there's still just one scarecrow hand on Brucel's leg, just caressing his leg. We were
meant to be together,
Brucel, forever. And then
Get off
stops
my
him.
neck.
You just kick it away.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
And you can still move some more if you want.
Is there anything else left? I don't see.
There's one more over here. And
Oh, there it is.
And Roland is down. Roland is down.
Okay. Yeah, I need to go back to Roland and lay some hands and Bon Jovi on him. So how far can I go with after?
how much did you move? You can break up your movement in between
Oh
attacking.
yeah, I was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, you've got 5 more feet then.
Okay. Alright.
Nice. At least you're not blocking the door.
Yeah. Okay, and then end of turn.
Alright, roll
Alrighty.
another death save.
No
Big
nat
one.
ones.
Roll a
no
one.
nat ones.
There you
It's
go,
a
dude.
success.
Welcome to my life, Roland. That was all of me for the first 2 games.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
This
Oh,
scarecrow, he keeps trying to jump over the fence. Come here, you! I'm gonna. He's going for you, Nox. And he can't get over the fence, and he just sort of jumps from side to side. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? I see you there. And he uses terrifying glare. Make a wisdom save. And
Nice.
he just says,
Shut up.
"Ah, that's it! I've had it! I'll jump! I'll jump!" He moves towards the well. I'll do it! Nox.
This is fantastic.
Come gonna firebolt that motherfucker because he's just annoying
That's
the
a shot.
shit out of me.
Yeah.
And that hits. 16 fire damage. He is getting cremated. I always wanted to be cremated. I don't believe in burials. Roussel.
Boop, 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 boop. Then I'm hit him with that vicious mockery, but that's right. You're the last one here. You're gonna die.
Oh no, you didn't.
He just looks at you, Roussel. I'm only after someone who's loyal, who doesn't just leave. I've got 3 little baby scarecrows to take care of, Roussel. I'm all by myself.
Have a nice fall if you do jump down the well.
I'll do it. Pavel.
Anger coursing through me because of this damn too long scarecrow kill. I run and try to jump over the fence. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright. Did I make
an
a strength
athletics check. Athletics.
Athletics it is.
It's pretty
I
hard
need
to
money.
climb,
Damn it.
and 10 is
Can
not
you do
going to cut it.
acrobatics?
10, wait, what?
10 ain't going to cut it. DC would be
Damn.
15. It's a 10-foot high fence with no real
Ah.
handholds.
Okay. Well, is that my action?
No, it doesn't cost you any action to do that. You just
Th-
simply cannot get over now.
Alright, good. So after that failed attempt, I drop both my weapons on the ground, take out my bow, and as my interrupted object and fire at
Alright.
the scarecrow. Wait, can I?
You can. It's going to be a difficult shot, but you can certainly take it. He's got 3
Yeah, I'm-
quarters
I'm-
cover.
Alright, I'll do it.
And that hits.
Nice,
You
dude.
Line him up perfectly.
Shot.
And
Thank
Way to make it count.
you hit him in the
I
back.
know.
And he just sort of turns around. You're breaking my heart, Pavel! Shot through the heart!
Get the homeboy.
Son.
Okay. I guess I'll run up and I can do some. I don't have any of that.
Damn,
More smiting
lay on
goodness.
hands. Lay on hands.
Lay hands, you're right. I forgot all about that. Thank you. Am I allowed to
thank
go?
God,
Yeah, you can move around
Yeah.
him without provoking an opportunity attack. As long as you
Okay.
don't leave his threat range.
Oh yeah, so you had to, yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's good. There we
You
go.
won't get
Okay.
opportunity attack. And yeah, and for healing and any like casting a spell or a ranged attack, you won't provoke.
So for lay on hands, how do I do?
You
I
have
just,
like a pool. Of,
You've got like 10 points, and you just say how
Okay.
many you want to use.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so it's, yeah. So how many do you need, roll? All 10.
Well,
I can't
just to
answer
get
you,
him
I'm
up, he only
this.
needs 1 technically. But
Yeah, you could only use one to get him up if you want, or if
Well,
you
this is my second spell for the day, so I should just.
no, it's not a
It's
spell.
not a
It's not
spell.
a spell.
Oh no, you're right. I'm using lay hands. You're right. I was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah.
It's up
you know what?
to
Let's,
you. You're cool. However you want to
okay.
heal him.
let's go with 5 just in case we need to use another.
Alright. And that is an action, but Roland, you open your eyes and you're still alive. You look up, the first thing you look up to is another scarecrow just looming over at you.
Oh
With his
shit! And I gotta
sackcloth
crawl
head.
backwards. And then and then I see this one right here, and I grab my guitar up off the ground, and just kind of do a quick little riff, and say, "You're not full of straw. You're full of shit." And cast vicious mockery.
Got him. Got him.
Who told you that, Roland? Who told you that? That was a secret!
Oh man, and I'll actually get up now and kind of move away a little bit more, and that's it.
You know what? Since I met you guys, I've really learned some things. Sometimes you just gotta put your heads together. And he tries to grab both of your heads and slam them into each other. Attacking you first, Roland, at disadvantage, misses, and then you, Sorn. And he misses.
Oh, wow.
I surrender! No.
Burn him!
Yeah, Roland, would you like the honor?
I'm done! We're cold now, we're cold! I didn't eat them horses! It was him! Points at like this other skeleton, scarecrow who's just like obviously inanimate.
I take 2 steps forward and just like holding a fireball in my hand. I just go like, "You will burn, my friend, and it will be good."
And
Or
you just
not.
like fire off randomly.
Concentration.
He's just, everyone just sort of follows this firebolt as it goes like way over like
You gotta be.
way over like the fence.
Nox just shrugs like, "No big deal." Like I did the whole like bowling thing where I like throw the fireball and then turn it. I don't even look if it hits. Start
Like-
walking away. No big deal.
The scarecrow is just like leaning on Roland's shoulder like, "Do you know that guy?"
Yeah, I thought I gave him inspiration. I guess I didn't do it though.
Wait, did I have
Oh,
inspiration?
you still have it.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah,
do.
oh, greenlit.
I'll use that inspiration. Hold up. It's a what? 1d6.
D6, yeah. It's
Alright,
there you go.
and then the firebolt just starts curving around, and the scarecrow's
come
like
back.
watching it. No! 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 Oh, fuck! And the firebolt just engulfs him. He falls down the well dead.